Okay, and we're back. See? Alright, so, Pyre tonight. Gonna be playing some. I've done some re-cable management, cleaned up my PC, so hopefully my temps shouldn't be so bad. For some reason, my CPU fan would spin up really hot last stream. And just in general, it's been having some temperature issues. So hopefully that's solved now. Yeah, so we're gonna be playing some more Pyre. Great game. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun night. All right, so let's go ahead and just get started. I can find Pyre in my giant Steam library full of. There, just search for it. There we go. Boom. Oh, and I should probably make sure Pyre is visible. There it goes. I think. Yep. We're all good. Cool. Alright, let's continue the campaign. So we were the Hulk of Ores. Let's play the downside for a reason, but in time, here you can learn to eat, seek shelter, and find a certain beauty in unlikely places. Okay. So, something that I actually learned from another player, that you can actually click these items. Sometimes things will... Oh, okay, you get different things, yeah. You observe the masks and robes whose old engravings and embroideries suggest a formal purpose. Some of the garments are massive, while others are so small they might fit a child. Isn't there... Oh. You can sometimes talk to people, apparently. There we go. Yeah. Oh, you just keep right on ringing that bell, chum. Keep at it. Rookie seems to be taking issue with your frivolous use of the nautical bell. After all, there's no sign of a nautical emergency nor a prepared meal. Oh, I know it's not mealtime, it's fine. I'm starting to really enjoy the constant ringing sound, though, now that it doesn't mean anything to me or anyone anymore. Besides, ringing that bell it's probably some pretty good exercise, right? And it's good training for my ears, too. You know we curs have ultra-sensitive hearing, don't you? Well, not anymore, I don't. Anyway, thanks, I mean that. He storms off. Rookie shall never forgive you for abusing the nautical bell. Then so be it. Rookie reappears, laughing heartily. He was only joking. Probably. Okay. So, let's see. I really want to level up Headwind. He's been out of it. He's like the lowest. The only lower one, the second lowest is like Tizo, Rookie. So Headwind, Tizo, and Rookie I think is going to be our next thing. Okay. Alright. Alright, now that I've taken inventory, continue. Ever further north. Valuables to find. Large sea creatures, old carcasses of ships long gone. I mean, I've already catered to both of their whims. I mean, Tizo is the best. I like both of them. Whatever, let's just go north. Money is a little important, I think. Remnants of a shattered fleet do little to raise the confidence of companions, given that the massive deathless tempest rages to the north. It was reaching the Sea of Soul seemingly for all eternity. Never finally subsided. Not far from your position. We ought to be more concerned with that storm than finding trinkets, Greentail. Oh, relax already, Jody, and let me do my job. I don't show up when you're out there keeping watch and start telling you to come off it now, do I? You interrupt me in the middle of my work no fewer than 4 times per day. They go on like this for some time before turning to you. Investigating the wreckage is going to take time, but you may find something to show for it. Are you searching the wreckage? I mean, we're here. That's what we're here for. Yeah, let's do it. You suggest that it may be worthwhile to continue searching through this wreckage after having come this far. Rookie grins wide. Knew you'd see it my way, chum. Now let's see what we can get. After an exhaustive search... sorry, chum. I think I was just chasing a refraction of the sun or something. There's nothing down there. Godario fumes at all this, but says nothing. Well, good thing we're not using her for the next fight. At least I'm not planning on using her. Okay. You and your companions look upon the deathless tempest. The stars demand you sail beyond it, yet the very thought is beyond reason. Then something in the nearby water stirs, and from it springs something familiar. Oh, Sir Gilman. Hold, good ladies and good sirs, this knight beseeches you to hear him, if you please. What is it now, Worm? The rites are ended. We have no further need of you. Oh, but you do, and in turn, this knight has further need of you, good lady. Out with it, then. Let us be joined. Let this knight join you. Please. Can you believe this, Hedwyn? Not really, no. Nay, look ye not surprised. Your valor in the rites did stir this poor knight's soul. He swears to you, upon his long-lost honor, that a would-be knight-errant of the Sea Dominion, that he shall serve you to the end. What about your other worm friends back there, the Pyre hearts? They are base cowards! This knight can no longer abide such spineless characters, having witnessed true glory in our clash upon the hulk of Ores. Never before have we been trounced so thoroughly. And furthermore, this knight shall aid your passage through the deathless tempest. Is it not so that you seek passage to the north? With this knight's aid, you shall achieve your wish. Sir Gilman continues to persuade you for quite some time. He seems to know a way to cross the storm, some sort of long-held secret among worms exiled to these waters. Godario pulls the rest of you aside after Hedwyn gives her a look. Are you most sure that Sandalwood will want this thing along? Mostly sure. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask, and this one seems about as good as we're going to get. Godario glowers back at the worm, who tries his best to look presentable. Sorry, is that his mouth right there? I think I just noticed that. Hedwyn is more gracious. He tells Sir Gilman that if he promises to help you cross the Deathless Tempest, then he can come along. For now. This knight is overjoyed, and he hereby swears to see you pass the storm. Though first, this knight requires your consent. Give unto this knight your blessings in the name of the Nightwings, and thus shall he go forth. Permissions or something? Yeah, okay. As you begin to say something in response, Sir Gilman cries out in triumph. He vanishes into the depths, yet through this close encounter with him, you cling to some sense of where he is going and what he intends to do. Okay, so Gilman is gonna help see his mission too, sure. Oh, okay, minigame. Cool. Sir Gilman has an aura trail that extends behind him. Press the right button to snap to the end of this trail in an aura slash. Oh. Okay. Determined to prove himself to you and the Nightwing, Sir Gilman emerges somewhere in the outer reaches of the Sea of Solace and calls out to you. Master Reader, if you can hear this knight, then... Oh, I like this music, damn. If you can hear this knight, then he implores you now, lend him your guidance. This knight's objective ought be not far east of here. It's awkward phrasing. Today we shall bring peace to the embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren, the actions we are about to take are highly forbidden, but they are highly just. Thus Sir Gilman sets forth to quell the storm that reaches to the north. Reverse the reef. Okay. Okay, so that's just... There it is fast. Okay. Okay. Gotta go. Hark, yonder lie the foul spawn of unfathomed plurns. The sea titan unfathomed plurnies, once slain by the scribe under King Orez. Her brood lies dormant in the sea. Tales of her monstrosity long spread across the world. The Book of Rites. Okay, boiling the seas with their wrath. Exiled worms within these waters long have harbored these abominations, using them to bar passage to the downside's channels for any save this night's own kind. Begone now from here, fiends! This night shall punish what the Under King Orez started. 7th of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Persevering of the Sea Sojourner. The legendary leader of the Worm's Undersea Crusades sought to reach the edges of the abyss. Okay, so slash. Okay, so you slash to the end of this trail. He has his mask on already. Oh, okay. Hold it right there, you traitorous slug. How dare you turn your back on this knight, to your superior? Superior by rank no longer, for we no longer serve the Commonwealth. Last this knight checked, here you hold no sway over this knight. And what have you done to this? Oops, this knight has done that which required doing. His honor cannot sink much lower anyhow. He figured this would be an ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. Why, you dare staunch the Tempest for these Nightwings? Good Sir Deluge, this knight was born to dare. Now come and fight this knight if you so dare as well. Pyre, banish him, that is an order. He writes his great battles. Okay. Banish Pyre 8 times, okay. Okay. What now, Sir Deluge? Should you not face this knight? Shall you not face this knight yourself and leave the dirty work onto your chargers? Fine, Gilman. You wish to stand against your commander, then have it your way. Sir Marsh, Lady Seagrass. To me, banish now this troublemaker. You are master of this night no longer, Sir Deluge, thus shatter our fraternal bonds. This knight would say it was an honor serving you, Sir Deluge, but that would be a bald-faced lie, and yet another stain upon his blackened reputation. Until we meet again. Wait, you lowly traitor, this knight will have your head. Gilman. Bye. Sir Gilman's aura slash fires instantly when you press right-click, whereas most exiles have to charge after X. Okay. As the day wears on, there's still no sign of the Worm Knight. Your companions grow restless, but then... Hail! This knight returns with newfound tales to tell and new scars to show for them. Sir Gilman is sopping wet and visibly shaking. He struggles to maintain decorum. He is, in short, the very image of a Worm Knight. And, more importantly, that little Tempest ought no longer pose a threat for now. Behold! As if on cue, the deathless Tempest begins to simmer and subside. Seriously? Interesting. Would you look at that? He really did it. Of course this knight did it. Now, if it would be alright with you, this knight could really use some shut-eye. The Worm Knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Hedwyn help him up. A deal's a deal, Sir Gilman. Welcome to the Nightwings. Huzzah! Sir Gilman joined the group. He also revealed the path north for you. Bid him welcome. Oh, hold on, alright, so he's just joined. Wait, can I not? Oh, okay, wait. You've not yet been to this region of the downside. No, I have not. Oh, actually inside the Deathless Tempest. Okay. Interesting. With Sir Gilman's aid, you managed to breach the Tempest. You were true to your word, Worm. I shall give you that. But now what? We are stranded in this cursed storm. A most excellent question, and from one most fair. Tell me that once more, and I shall tie you in a knot. Ah, and from one most spirited as well. This knight was wise to side with ye. Just where do we turn from here? Answer the question now. Sir Gilman does no such thing, although eventually he does make note of a specific current that should lead you to the lands beyond. If I may, I can corroborate Sir Gilman's account. We are close to making landfall. Then let me be the first to say, let's go. You are on the verge of sailing across the Sea of Solace. Which onward, alright. Say, Tariq. Aye, Rookie, what is it? That lute you're always carrying around. You know how to play that thing, don't you? Why, I suppose I do. Good. Because I was thinking, it's a little gloomy here, and we could use a little tune to lighten up the mood. Know what I mean? Aye, then let me see what I can do. Oh. Darren Corp. Okay, we'll continue onward from here. How is this a pickup, though?
The stars all hide away from the chill until the evening rise.
The Black Basin. Is this all lava? Oh, yeah, it is. At last your wagon rumbles onto solid, jagged ground. The land-cold Black Basin. Black glass, searing vapor, and strangling forests mark the forsaken lands that loom across the sea. The 8 scribes first discovered this, the northern landmass of the downside. Your fellow exiles unpack the wagon so that you can take stock of how best to reach your destination. Survey the surroundings. Before I do that... Right, Gilman's here.
In death she leaves her stain on the place. The tempest never dies. Her final throes and shivers and shakes 1,000 years.
You approach Sir Gilman, who must have just finished practicing his fencing maneuvers. He regards you with this single eye. Hail, Master Reader! This knight is determined to train harder, having joined the famous Nightwings. He shall ensure that this triumvirate continues to live up to its most feared reputation. This is such an honor, and this knight has a great deal of honor to regain. Having fled the Pyre Hearts, this knight fully expects now to conduct the rites in the most honorable fashion, to the fullest letter of the law described within the books. Some triumvirates this knight has met, and perchance mentioned by name. They are inclined to bend the rules, a bit, sometimes a lot, and to prevail by any means they can. But this is wrong. The exile who refuses to obey the rules as they were written by the Underking Auras and his 7 friends deserve neither his honor nor his freedom. Thusly, does this knight have confidence the Master Reader shall resist any temptations to conduct the rites in any underhanded fashion. Now then, this knight must undergo a thorough cleansing, having trained until the point of foulness. So please excuse him, Master Reader. This is us humming some sort of chivalrous tune. Okay. Alright, Book of Rites. So we got a new page last time, I believe. Rope collar. Celestial orb. Yeah. In the words of Golgothanian, the Master General, it was not long before the Empire began to crumble. With my liege gone, his own country quickly turned upon itself. I must admit that this collapse had started long before the Emperor's disappearance. His decision to give chase after myth but hastened the inevitable. All the while, the rope collar stood by, awaiting such a time that he could rule in my liege's stead. He would be our people's savior. His first charge was to organize a search for the missing Solium Myrrh. Warriors, pathfinders, and scholars heard the call and prepared to seek him out. Okay. Okay. Maybe it's only the dinner bell. You find that Hedwin has asked for several volunteers to scout the area and report back. Alright everyone, don't go too far and let's meet back by dusk. Please, use caution. The exiles dwelling in these lands are rather territorial. For your part, you remain with the Black Wagon to keep watch. You see occasional dark shapes soaring across the sky, but none of them draw near enough for you to see in any detail. Eventually, your companions make their way back, and everyone arrives as planned, or earlier. Hi everyone, I'm back. I have come back. Faye returns from the east with little to report, save for word that the glowing molten rock there is very, very hot. This knight yet lives, although he has little else to report. The newest member of the group, Sel Gilman, returns from the northern pass, visibly shaken. He appears to have discovered an intense fear of heights. Izo wonders whether any species of fish lives in the pools or rock nearby. Little Tizo seems disappointed to have left the water behind. He remains with you near to the wagon. There is a western pass that seems traversable. If we travel by the light of dawn, the shadows and the crags may well cover an advance against whomever may be watching. Begging your pardon, I do not wish to contradict your strategy, madam, though in my experience we shall not remain hidden for long during the climb toward the nest of Trieste. Rachel comments here. The exiled heart matriarch lives in solitude among these very cliffs. The exiles of the High Wing Remnants. The Winged Harps. The ancient enemies of the Commonwealth. They are as coarse as their feathers. They hold themselves superior. You may have no love for them, but inherently, but they have no such qualms with me for now. I may be able to negotiate safe passage. Negotiate with them? Then Hedwin steps in as the lone minstrel bows and backs away. Hey, let's not decide on this just yet. We're not going anywhere right now. That much we can agree on. We'll decide how best to go ahead come morning. For now, let's take the rest of the afternoon and get our bearings. Dario glares at the sky as everyone else disperses. You have the rest of the day to practice your vacations. Yay! Well, my time. Okay, well, I've already got plenty of resources and enough cash right now. So either mentor a companion or study in private. One of the ones study in private. Accuse yourself from the others to pour over the Book of Rites and Mysteries. To gain understanding comes reader's influence. Slightly faster. Demonstrating knowledge of the 8 scribes and how together to compose the Book of Rites among their many feats. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. Celerity. Okay, cool. Things gain +1 quickness. Okay, German. Highwing Cove, okay. The low road to the nest of Trieste passes through razor-sharp sands. Jodario wishes to avoid the harps by staying on Low Grand. The high road to the nest of Trieste is patrolled by the Commonwealth's ancient enemies. I do want to agree with Jodario, just because Jodario's Jodariel, but we're not using it on the next right, so I'm going to go with the harps. I always prefer to have even a single ally over anything. I feel like that would be... Show yourselves, you frightened little birds. All day, long winged shadows cross the sun. You are being watched. Jodariel is very unhappy about it, though the lone minstrel now attempts to calm her. Perhaps I can communicate with him. Please believe me, madam, when I say your enmity towards the harps had best be held in check here. Jodario looks at him with fury in her eyes, yet he retains his calm demeanor. Soon she grants his request with a silent gesture. Then he calls towards the heavens. Good sisters, we are humble travelers such as you, and beg your leave. We journeyed by the sea, and seek safe passage through your lands. We shall not disturb your hunting or your nests. The request is met with nothing but silence. You search in vain for any indication of acknowledgement. Then, without notice, one of them appears. She swoops the minstrel up and out of sight before Jodario can respond. Damnation, wait here, I shall go find him. For a long, terrible moment, you're alone with your panic. Soon, however, the lone minstrel returns, amid the sound of flapping wings. He dusts his cloak and calls out toward them. We thank you for your hospitality, good sisters. We shall be on our way. Having seen this, Jodario returns, sullen. The exiles of the High Wing Remnants are letting you pass, for now. It seems they are having some dispute within their ranks, and wish no further troubles for the time. There's a warning, one that leaves Jodario fuming. -4 hope for the next fight. Okay, well, even more reason not to use it. Whoops. That looks like a really stylized version of the unicorn from Adventure Time. At last you arrive at the nest of Trieste, where the next rite is soon to commence. Wow, I cannot speak. You cannot shake the feeling that unseen eyes watch your wagon's ascent and remain watching now. Oh, you know what we're doing. Like market time. Oh, hey you guys, what brings you way out here? No wait, don't tell me, I don't want to know. All I want is you to get the best deals in the downside. The art, yeah, the art is super beautiful. Like it. The art is like a huge step up. Like as beautiful as Bastion and Transistor were, this game is so pretty. Like it's another level, man. It's crazy. Okay, so definitely want dash and pinches of Stardust because I got a lot of money. Any adversaries banished by the air take longer to return. Plus 1 second. Ooh, okay, that is really good. So, dousing the adversary's pyre, the bearer's pyre is restored by up to 5 HP. Broadcasting reason. I really like when it goes into the bass line. Oh man, bass line's great. I mean, all of it's great. The music itself is just fantastic, but... Okay, so I definitely want to increase this. 'Cause getting health back from dunking is just, like, amazing. Okay, how much? 11%? That's pretty good. Yeah, I'll go with that. That seems like reasonable. Apparently this is really good, but I don't see how an extra second... I mean, I realize that, you know, you can banish them and then you have an extra second to give a little bit more leeway to do stuff, but... Pleasure doing business with you guys, so, Bye, Ron. Read the new page, and then get going on the next right. Down the river. In the words of Golgothanium, the Master General. The Emperor Solium Mur knew not of this, of course. His expedition yielded not the treasure he desired, but brought him closer to his country than he had ever been before. As he traveled down the river Sklorian in pursuit of greed, he found instead an inkling of shame. He saw the sunken faces of his people, heard their words for him. In time he could not ignore it, and it proved more than he could bear. The river finally claimed him and his belongings and his retinue. Once the people heard, I understand they cried with joy. Perhaps he ought have perished, but the mercy shown to him, I think, is what transformed him. Okay. Like a rookie. Contemplating his existence. Me too, thanks. Resting up for tonight, ensuring the area is clear. Okay. Alright, anyway. Let's prepare for the rite. You and your fellow exiles gather on the blasted lands called the Nest of Trieste, expecting the imminent commencement of the rites. You see no signs of any adversaries, but then you hear a whooshing sound above. This, then, is what passes for the Nightwings now. Such a rabble, not even dressed for the occasion yet. It seems the scribes have little pride in their tradition. What is this, girl? Hold your tongue, little bird. We have not come for talk. No, you have come on behalf of your commonwealth. Mark well my words, you horned filth. When at last we free ourselves, your home shall burn. With that, the harp... winged warriors from the mountainous offskirts of the Commonwealth, where they are feared. They fled to the mountain nests, awaiting the day they would darken the skies and retake the land. The harp swoops off as Jodario glowers after her. It is only then that you realize another harp has come. She's quite serious, I assure you. I can help you sort her out, and it's in our mutual interest. You know not of my interest. Not? Yeah, of my interest. Let's give this another shot. Hi, my name is Pyre. Ryan? She appears to be one of the winged harps of the High Wing remnants, now bound in exile. The surly one back there, that was my blood sister. No need to judge her harshly, though. We've only met just now, though I must say, something about you reminds me of her. How dare you implicate that I have anything in common with your ilk? Just then, Hedwyn shows up to intervene. He whispers something to Jodariel. No, Hedwyn, you cannot be serious. Jody, I'm asking you to trust me on this one. Am I perhaps interrupting something? Say, by the by, however did you make it all this way across the sea? Didn't see you fly in. Trust is something I am loath to give away, Hedwyn, but you have set our course thus far and I have followed, so do as you must. That Sandalwood had better have an explanation for all this. Jodariel storms off as Hedwyn turns to you. What's your take on this one, my friend? Our informant wants something for each mask. Someone for each mask. I hadn't expected we'd run into a harp, yet here she is. What are you getting from her? Turn your attention to Pamitha, who has been watching with bemused interest. Ah, a reader, are you? Pleasure to make your acquaintance, darling. Well, here I am. Gaze intently all you like until you comment. There's the truth of it, why don't you? You sense that she is conflicted about something, though you do not know what. You also sense, however, that her motives here and now are earnest. I wants to know your initial impression of the Pamitha. Yeah, I'll take her at her word. You tell Hedwyn that you think the group should take its chances with Pamitha and take her at her word. My thoughts as well. I think and hope Jodariel will come around. He then turns to Pamitha. I'm Hedwyn. We'll accept your offer on 2 conditions, if you'll hear me out. Conditions? Why, sure, I love a good condition or two. First, after we finish here tonight, you come along and make sure that your blood sister and her friends don't give us any trouble when we're headed out. Second, you'll have to find a way to get along with Jodariel, whom you met earlier. Brilliant. I had no plans to stick around here anyway. As for your demon friend, no doubt we'll get on famously. Now, I don't suppose you have an extra set of raiments I could use, because I think the rite is getting started. You look up and see that she is right. Emethythian joins you. She has a score to settle. Cool. And then we got 2 new recruits before this rite. Dang. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, let's get rolling. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of the game. Each of the different races of the downside has a distinct set of abilities when conducting the rites. And I get the feeling we're gonna get one of each one.
I thought for sure the stars would have eluded you by now. Yet here you are, somehow, upon the nest of Trieste. And you've swelled the ranks of your triumvirate not merely with
good.
another, but with 2.
He thinks the same
One from
thing.
the Pyre heart, no less. And one who seeks the favor of the adversaries whom you'll imminently face. They are the essence. Winged terrors, as you soon shall see.
Well, this will be interesting. They can
Your
fly.
longing for freedom match their hatred for the vibrant country that was once your home.
Ooh, she looks cool. From a distance, you observe as Pamitha, now clad in Nightwing's raiments. Heads towards your adversaries in the rites. You. What sort of heathen harp would dare take wing against us? Your new companion then loosens the bindings on her mask. Hello there, Tamitha. Pamitha and Tamitha, one of the winged harps of the High Wing remnants bound in exile. Pamitha's blood sister stares back at her for a while before responding. What in the saint's name are you doing here, with them? Saint Triestetius, 5 of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, and was disciplined over the Blessed Board. The eldest of the Harp Matriarchs, she anointed the Book of Rites and gave its words their power. Doubtless come to dig your talons my back again. No, sister, I've come to have a word with you. Save it. I cannot help but share your poisoned blood. But I shan't ever count you as my sister. You expect me to believe that you came all this way for talk? You waste your time, as ever. What's life if not but a waste of time, dear sister? Give me a chance, why don't you? What do you even have to lose anyway? What do you even have to lose anymore? Besides, I've come a long way. Silence. You shan't have come here, and the time for talk is long since past. If only you could see yourself, again, consorting with my enemies. Fine then, savor their defeat. But I warn you, stay away from me. Amethyst says nothing more as her blood sister turns away again. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. Amethyst gets your attention. Listen to me, reader darling. The rest of you are ill-equipped to navigate this place. Let me conduct this right on your behalf, and my wings shall bring you victory. Dear lady, your words ring true. This knight is flattered that you have not eaten him, as is the tendency among your kind. Alright, I'm actually really liking Sir Gilman. This knight hereby volunteers his post and triumvirate for thee. Sir Gilman refuses to participate in the rites this night so that Pamitha can face her sister. Okay? You observe this treacherous terrain. Pamitha should be better suited to the rites here than the rest of you. Alright.
Who shall strive for freedom?
Okay, well... Oh, yeah, let's equip her with a talisman, too. Reluctant? So I have to take her, basically. Interesting. It's not something that they normally would do, but okay. They're all, like, reluctant. Do you have the reluctant faces on? So the reluctant faces? Okay. Just wondering. Okay. Oral casting, bears maximum range, bears Pyre. Oh, plus 2 quickness. Wait, what's her quickness? Her glory. Movement speed, duration of it. So she has a decent amount. Okay. Why, I thought you never asked there, darling. I accept I didn't really have a choice. The little bird is going to conduct the rites for us, then I shall not. Okay, I wasn't going to use tutorial anyway. Chivalrous. Wonderful. Love that descriptor. Okay. Yeah, I'll have Ruki go. Give him that health one. You really should have his... Yeah, I'll give his Ruki. Based boy. Alright. Huh? Oh, yeah, you got it, chum. Then I'll give Hedwin the vampirism one.
Hedwin!
Oh, look at his fucking... Alright, you can count on me, my friend. Come then, sister. Perhaps when we are finished here, you'll spare a moment of your time. Shan't be tricked by you again, Pamitha. You like saying shan't. How poetic that we meet here in the downside. I can think of nowhere else where I would rather see you rot for what you did to our people and to me. Okay. Pamitha seems to sense your presence and then catches your attention. Hello there, reader darling. If I'm to be at your mercy in all this, I'd like it very much if you could minimize how often I'm to wallow in a state of banishment. Quickly, let me show you what we Sisters of the Highwing Remnants can do.
Reader, you put yourself amidst a feud between two sisters?
Yeah. Okay.
That seems entirely unwise. Even for you.
Okay.
Tread lightly around that exiled Pamitha. Her kind's all but forgotten Saint Triesta's grace.
Pamitha's dash knocks others away. Ooh, cannot be banished while tackling? Okay. Alright, that seems pretty powerful. Uh-oh. Did it crash? Ah, it crashed! Oh no! Why did it crash? Okay, that's weird. Okay. I don't think that was a hardware problem. I think that was just a crash. Which would be a real shame. I can't believe it crashed. That's crazy. My temps are a lot better now too, so I don't... Yeah. Huh. It's weird. Okay, let's okay, whoops. Yeah, my PC was banished instead. Exactly. Alright. So where does it save? Oh, okay, here. And I had... Okay, so it saved... Alright, thanks, Ron. Alright. Okay, we're gonna have to skip this thing. I like her. Her voice is fucking cool. I think Pamela's pretty badass. Yeah, let's go, come on, come on. Yep. Already spoke this. I mean, this is an indie game, and it's like a visual novel, and then a light. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know how this game crashed, but I don't know. Oh well. Yeah, it wasn't a PC problem. I don't think that.
I thought for sure the stars would have eluded you by now. Yet here you are, somehow.
Well, at least the power didn't cut it.
Upon the nest of Trieste.
Nest of Trieste.
And you've swelled the ranks of your triumvirate not merely with another, but with two. One from the Pyre heart, no less. And one who seeks the favor of the adversaries whom you'll imminently face.
The
They
essence.
are the essence. Winged terrors, as you soon shall see. Can your longing for freedom match their hatred for the vibrant country that was once your home?
Okay.
Who shall strive for freedom?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so yeah, definitely the maximum range thing. It's a good thing. Well, I guess it's a good thing that it was Jodario that cut all the Alice's.
Edwin.
So either Tizo or Ruki. I kind of prefer Ruki.
Ruki. No!
Okay, blah blah blah. Alright, so let's see if this time it doesn't crash. Hopefully not.
Reader, you put yourself amidst a feud between two sisters.
Okay, so she got the same fly as Tizo,
That
it seems like.
entirely unwise, even for you. Tread lightly around that exiled Amethyst. Her kind's all but forgotten Saint Triesta's grace.
Okay. Hey, there we go. See, darling, we harps, we're not so bad. Now I suppose we'd better get to work, hmm? Okay, good. Just don't go underestimating Tanitha over there. I trust you do the best you can. To the skies, sisters, talent formation. Do you really have a talent formation, or are you just fucking with me? I think I broke her. And dunked. Rookie, was it? Tell me something. You know how to fly? Huh? No, I mean, not really. Anyway, what makes you ask? Then listen up. My blood sister, there, she'll swoop right past you if you're careless. But we harps simply cannot get much altitude down here. So if she goes for any unfair tricks, just jump for it and catch her in the act. She always hated me when I used to do that to her. Oh, okay, so you can just jump to... Cool. Oops.
Poor Ruki.
Come on, come on.
Oh,
Okay, Ruki, let's go for it. Oh, never mind. Let's not go for it. Oh.
Well, now that was exciting.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, I have to jump for it. Oh, I'm a fool. Oh, you fool.
The pyre on each side burns just as true.
Ah, shh.
Fury of the high-wing remnants.
It's hard to... Okay, alright, I got it. I was just...
Your adversary's pyre now burns brighter than your own.
She should jump into the... Okay. Get juked.
The pyre stricken from afar.
Alright, I gotta get ahead of one in.
Both pyres now burn with the same strength. A stroke of luck is all.
And pa-pa-pa-bang! There it is.
It seems the Nightwings are a bit ahead.
He's seriously just a sports announcer.
A banishment.
Bada-bing!
Doused to the adversary's flames.
There it goes, see? I just had to get the feel of it. Okay, that was a bad move. I might actually turn up the difficulty. Nope.
Righteous fire.
Now that is a cool dunking animation. Damn you, Pamitha. You are no true Thayan. Do you think that you have the gall to call me sister still after everything you've brought upon us? I hate to break it to you, Tamitha, but I don't think my actions, however much they hurt you, had any effect on our familial status. Look, I know I wronged you. That's why I'm here. You don't know my side of the story. Your side of the story? If I wanted to hear more lies and deceptions, I ought to have asked the Commonwealth to stay my sentence for a while. Well, if you have come all this way to face me, Pamitha, then come and do it. You and me. You think that you see Pamitha shake her head. Everyone, stay back. But she just dunked. Oh, I have to block people. I forgot I was supposed to block people. Whoops.
What is it those two think they're doing? Oof. So Tamitha's the better sister then. Let us continue in the customary way. Somebody get the orb. Not much to be
shit.
done whilst all are banished. Tamitha thrusts herself under the sea.
No, I want to get that blocking thing.
Ouch.
And boom, win.
It is done.
There we go. Ba-ding!
The Nightwings prevail yet again. They pulled together ere their pyre sputtered out. Thus end this night's proceedings.
And get... Okay, dunked on Tamitha and got those 3 blocks. Thank you, I am the greatest. Maybe I shouldn't turn up the difficulty after all. You Commonwealth filth. Only through that traitor's help could you have beaten us. You postpone the coming of our liberty, but we are ever patient, and our sisters on the other side shall have their day with or without my aid. Tamitha, wait, please. You found good company there, Pamitha. Tamitha and Pamitha, man. Okay. May you wither here with them. I hope sincerely we shan't meet again. Seriously, she loves saying shan't. Pamitha stands motionless as her blood sister departs. Hey, she's gone. The rest of us are headed back. What about you? Sure, I don't see why not.
The 8 scribes bless us with their ways.
Okay, is he level 3? Yes. I used to think the scribes were just the stuff of stories, but all of this is really their doing, isn't it? He banishes them? Ooh. And his allies gain... Wait, why did I choose this one? I'm a fool. Hit him with douses the adversary's pyres. Wait, what the heck? This is way better. Oh my god. I don't know why I chose this side. Generate stamina twice as quickly as usual. Okay, take that one.
A flash of inspiration for next time.
Yeah, Rookie, my boy. Faster, stronger, and a little better looking too. I mean, is there anything I can't handle? My boy. When sprinting, Rookie accelerates faster than usual, and even faster top speed. Rookie only has a 50% chance to return in only 1 second. Second or third time while airborne. What the heck? Wait, this is way better. What? Or he can jump triple time. He can triple jump, or he has a chance to come back, or he comes back instead of staying banished. He basically just is a baller. What the heck was I thinking? I don't know what I was thinking with this. I mean, cool. Second jump is cool, but okay, whatever. It's a chance to only return in 1 second. Okay, well, he's glass. He's glass supposed to be. The way I'm playing, the way I'm building him basically is he's supposed to be like super glass, super fast. Rather, glass cannon-esque. Since everyone dies in one hit anyway. I don't know why. After besting the Essence, despite their best attempts to stop you, you and the others return to your wagon to consider your next move. You know how best to integrate Pamitha into the group. Don't worry, I won't be staying any longer than it takes. I like my air fresh so I can sleep up on the roof. I trust the rights will cause my path and Tamitha's to cross again before long. Got the emphasis. You're welcome with us for now, Pamitha. Trust is what got us here. Isn't that right, Rookie? But Rookie does not hear the question. He has been rather quiet since first encountering your new guest. Pamitha shoots him one of her smiles. He stammers something about having to check the wagon wheels again. He runs off. During this discussion, the minstrel pulls you aside. Reader, I ask a moment of your time outside. Oh boy. There is somewhere I may ask we go here in Black Basin, Reader. By your leave, of course, and provided the stars allow it. Would you look upon them for us, please? Look toward the heaven. Seek now your destination. Okay. Oh, Vernal Star. Blue the Vernal Star. A glade of Lu directly due west. Then it is just as my client indicated. Under the stars, the great sap scholar Luce Glorian here vanquished the root titan Limbless Erzesh. Erzesh? Hold on 1 second here, guys. Sorry. Oh, beautiful music and sort of stuff. What is going on here? Something is consuming resources. I just... Sorry, just checking to make sure OBS for some reason, okay. Spiked to like 100% CPU usage, and I was like, what the hell? He entrusted us with this wagon, this quest. Why? What does he want from us? You may ask him himself. He awaits us somewhere in Waking Wood, due west. How do we find him? He shall find us. It seems you are soon to finally meet Sandalwood. At dawn, you shall have to cross a single narrow path leading west, where he supposedly awaits. Okay, well, we're talking to, yeah, Pamitha. Oh, you can get... Huh. Your Pamitha is kept to herself since she joined your small band. You sense she is unaware of you as she preens her flight feathers, but then she speaks up before you can do the same. Come to check up on me, reader darling. In those few moments when we met, that vote of confidence in me which you relayed to that nice headwind boy, I'm grateful that you were willing to see past these wings. One of your kind's ancient enemies just happens to insert herself into your group, and you just go with it? However, I assure you that my motives here are plain. You will see. I've been with my blood sister Tamitha, and nothing more. You briefly met, I think. She's quite a catch. As to the little quibble between us, well, it's a long story all in all, one that frankly no one's business One that's frankly no one's business but hers and mine. Surely we'll run into her again, maybe not soon, but in time, and we'll have the rest of our long lives to wait. Anyway, happy to aid in your quest until such time, especially to the extent that it aids me in mine. A simple exchange. Until then, stay vigilant, darling. You don't need to concern yourself with making small talk with someone like me, and besides, we harps have a saying, liars are bound. She swoops away before you can respond. They sure have a habit of doing that, don't they? Let's go. Sulphur Main. Precarious path leading towards the woods. The lone minstrel cautions that the one path down the cliffs is rather treacherous. The wagon has hit a snag, descending into the Black Crags. Its wheel is stuck. Jodariel is not pleased. First, that blasted little bird. Now this. Though you like Jodariel's raw strength, you join in as she attempts to dislodge the wagon. At last, with a roar and a heave, she forces the wagon back onto solid ground. May this sandalwood be worth all of this hassle. Thank you, Jody. I'm guessing sandalwood doesn't like to be kept waiting. He is very patient, on the contrary. Not I. Let us move on. Soon the wagon is prepared to press onward down the jagged slopes towards Wakenwood. Your companions who explored ahead advise on which of the forked paths is best. Okay, let's hear it. Flamberg. Okay, Flamberg. Lands on a northern patrol of Wakenwood, pocked with seething fissures. Sir Gilman claims he can dig up something valuable here. Okay. Vast Peak lands to the east of Wakenwood, riddled with black crags. Pamitha says she can procure a talisman here. Let's go with Pamitha. Got a decent amount of cash, so. Having gone the route Pamitha recommended, she directs you towards a particular crag, no more conspicuous than any other. They clip our wings before they cast us down, you know. But just the same, we learned to flit around a bit. Just watch. Pamitha swoops up to a nearby peak and disappears behind it. She does not keep you waiting long and returns bearing an item of some sort. For you, Reedy darling, we high-wing remnants stash away such things for such occasions. Luminous Idol, which is common useful. After grasping the ore, the Veer instantly recovers all stamina. Oh, okay, that actually is pretty good. Having passed beyond the Black Crags, your wagon arrives at the edge of Wakenwood. It is here that Sandalwood is to be expecting you. However, most puzzling, he ought to have met us here. You said he would find us himself. Aye, he was to find us at the edge of these woods. We supposed to keep waiting for him? You would desire for the stars to be your guide, as always. The rights beckon, and the rights take precedence above all else. Surely he shall find us yet. Then let's keep moving. How do we get through these woods? Low Minstrel notes 2 possible paths forward from this point, though cautions that the woods are difficult to navigate, and Sandalwood would have known the most expedient path. Okay. Oh, another choice, okay. 3 more. The grand trees in all of Wakenwood. Low Minstrel says his client Sandalwood once resided here. Study the rights here. Needlefield. Grandest trees or a smoke clearing east of the Glade of Lou. Let's go to the Needle. Well, Needlefield sounds bad. Well, let's just go. Fuck it. Ding. Sandalwood is a master in the rights, or used to be at least. Then, well, it is not my place to say. Doubtless he shall tell you in due time. Now, if only we could find him. He is to mentor his own companions in the rights, not far from here. However, you find no trace of the informant anywhere nearby, and without his guidance, you remain quite lost in the woods. The woods seem to have encroached. There is no path forward, while neither of the paths leading backward appear to have matched the route you took to this point. Oh, okay. Burnt Grove. Hunter Thicket. Burnt Ashen Grounds amid Wakenwood. Southern Pass through Wakenwood. Let's go to the Burnt Grove then. The woods are so disorienting at this point that you decide to break for camp and survey those surroundings for any clues. Perhaps later there shall be a time to pursue your vacations. Sift through the ashes. And beyond the crystal seeks Jodariel. Oh, interesting. I'll do that on the next ride, I think. I won't. Training the imps befriending quitters. Watching skies. Where she is. Sift through the ashes, sure. He was here! He was here! You mean Sandalwood? If I may ask, how can you be so certain? I think from this. It says something. I don't know what it says, but I feel like it has to mean something. It produces a small strip of bark she found in the ashes. At first it seems like nothing of interest until you see a message carved onto the inside. You found a bark strip. It must mean something. A sturdy strip of bark on it is written, "Come to Cinderroot S." Okay. So it's some kind of message from the sandalwood guy? Seems that way. Which way to Cinderroot? A hushed clearing south of the Glade of Lugh. Grounds well traveled by saps knowledgeable in the rights. Okay, we're gonna go find some saps, I guess. It is due west. Perhaps we can set forth early tomorrow when the woods are still. Sounds good. Everyone rest up. Big day coming up. Oh, now I can pursue a vacation. Mental companion. Yeah, I want to study in private because that stat boost is actually pretty significant. Each one of hope, yeah. Okay. +1 hope. So I should be able to get another glory on the next one. Okay, let's go. I don't have time for everything. if it was just like a RPG or something like that, I would definitely visit to every location. But you arrive on the outskirts of Cinderroot, but once again the informant Sandalwood is nowhere to be found. Sense the hope of your companions waiting as your search through the area yields nothing. Then something startles the little imp Tizo. Tizo seems to be crying out in surprise. He has spotted something or someone. Uh-oh. A tall figure strides forward from the trees, making a sound like laughter. The imp charges toward him and leaps right into the figure's arms, the embrace. Hey, old Tizo, but you look famished. Here. The tall sap, tree-like creatures known for their ingenuity, cleverness, and ambition, having allied with them, the Commonwealth achieved in decades what it could not achieve in centuries. The tall sap produces something that the imp swallows immediately and with great pleasure. The lone minstrel nods his head in affirmation. I guess this is Sandalwood then. Everyone, I wish to introduce you to my client, Wolfred Sandalwood. Is a lone minstrel's client, Hedwyn's informant, and the leader of the Nightwings. It has been too long, Wolfred, sir. Too long indeed, Tariq. I trust your new companions bring some color to your days. They do, sir. I think that you will find them worthy of the Nightwings. The sap looks upon the lot of you. You cannot sense his thoughts. You shall see. Then he turns to you. You must be the reader. I'm certain that we will all appreciate your efforts here, my boy, though we shall manage on our own from here on out. You're welcome to continue on with us, of course, though you are free to go. I trust you have been adequately compensated for your time. Thanks as well for looking after all my books. You consider what to say to all this. Wolfred intends to relieve of your duties to your group. You've been assured your freedom. Your category refused to be cast aside so easily. Do not be happening. To have come this far, you'll be brushed aside by some strange sap. Leader of the Nightwings have returned. You can tell you're no longer wanted. No, hell no. Excuse me? I gotta go back to my books. I've been assured my freedom. I categorically refuse to be cast aside so easily. You stand your ground, meeting Wolfred's steady gaze, and assert to him that you do not feel your commitments to and from this group have yet been satisfied. Hold on. Wolfred, sir, I'm Hedwyn. My companions and I are the ones who answered your call. We followed the signs you left for us. Now we're here, thanks to you, and also to this reader. Not just a reader, he is our friend, my friend. He's not disposable. We made him a promise, and our freedoms are now intertwined. Wolfred smirks at this. Freedom's not something to be traded or exchanged, my boy. I'd hoped that you have come to grasp this much by now. He breathes a sigh. It seems we started off on the wrong foot. It is not my wish to sour the occasion, for there's much to do. You have a right you need to get yourself to. You need to get to. You have a right you need to get to, do you not? I'll come along, though shall not interfere, for it seems you have a kinship with this reader of yours. Now then, Tariq. Aye, Wolfred, sir. Come, let's have a chat. Of course, sir. Wolfred strides towards the black wagon, which must have belonged to him. You sense many conflicting emotions among your companions. Wolfred Sandwood joins you. He knows much of the rights. Welcome aboard. Big tree. Guess that's where we're going. Your wagon cuts through a clearing to arrive at the glade of Lugh, where the stars directed you. Wolfred nods his approval, but leaves everyone to their devices. Hold up. Hold up. Look, market. Oh, hey, you guys, you know, I guess I didn't get the word out about this new franchise which we opened here just now, so, give you a great deal. Just tell your friends, okay? Oh, and hey there, Mr. Stanwood. Good day to you as well, Ron. Oh, might as well sell it. What's the new one? Right light. Once per right of the bearer's pyre is extinguished and instead restored by 5. So basically a 1-up. I mean, that's pretty good, but I mean, it's better to just get the other ones to make sure it doesn't happen. Dash Stardust. Hell yeah. Hi. This one, maximum range on aura casts, or I'm gonna go with the Righteous Flame. That's really good, man. That vampirism trait. I've always loved those take health and do damage. It's a double benefit. That's how you get a repeat customer there, Dad. You give him a deal. Oh boy, Sandalwood wants to talk to us. Oh boy, this is gonna go well. As you approach Wolfred Sandalwood, you feel very much aware that you reside within his black wagon, rather than he in yours. Oh, he has a pipe now. He studies you in silence for a time, then... Arik, if you have a moment. Aye, Wolfred, sir. What is it? This reader. You deem him worthy by your estimation? The lone minstrel tilts his hat in your direction. If you wish my estimation, Wolfred, sir, then I do. Of course, it is not entirely for me to say, but I have seen this reader integrating with the others well. I believe that his achievements are self-evident in having reached Black Basin. Your instructions were deliberately difficult to follow, yet he and the others followed them. Indeed, your words make sense as ever, Tariq. And what does little Tizo think of him, I wonder? Face Tizo, thank you. Tizo indicates that, as a matter of fact, he is happy to have you around. Thank you. Thank you, Tizo. There you have it, sir. I see. He continues to examine you. My praise isn't oft-spoken by these two, my boy. Nonetheless, I shall be watching you. Now, pardon us. Tariq and I have matters to discuss. You leave without another word, although you think you noticed the lone minstrel look your way over his shoulder. Okay. Well, we got an Beyonder trial available. Yeah. More bio stuff. We've got 2 pages to read, so let's go through the pages. I don't know. I assume that the pages are interesting enough to go through. In the words of Golgothanion, the Master General, my Emperor lay there, bleeding and alone, stranded in a bitter land beyond the river. With fleeting consciousness, he understood the folly of his quest and the folly of his rule over his country. Thus did he await the last embrace. It was the imp Haub that nursed him back to health and warned him often of the dangers he would have to face. Many enemies of Myr would come in search for him, some under employment by the rope collar, some longing openly for cold, uncomplicated vengeance. I was one of them. I plunged into the river willingly. We needed to be sure that he was dead. Emperor Myr. Scarcely could I recognize him when at last I found him. A half-starved animal, horns sprouted from his head, a bestial mirror of his blackened reputation. And I, a man who conquered countries, feared my emperor then in such a way as I had never known. My charge had been to slay this man, but when I discovered him, he was already fighting for his life. The little imp, Haub, proved of little help against the Sisters of the Arch, whose entire lives were culminating in this instant. I was unable to watch. My heart ached with such pity for the man, and for the love I felt for him when I had served him, that I sprang to his defense. Okay. Alright, napping before nightfall, making sure the coast is clear, getting warmed up for tonight, preparing the grounds, rallying everyone, time to practice flights, looking up at the sky. Okay. What brings you to me this time, my dear reader? You have a Sandra from Beyond a Crystal. What's up? Let me ask you something, lovely reader. Have you any idea for how long I've been imprisoned here? Duration of your exile. A year. A Sandra appears under roof. Well, surely your incarceration not have been that long. Yeah, it's been longer than that. For a long time already. Chap. Sandra could have been pressed for so much longer than her appearance suggests. Maybe guessing an absurd number may do something to raise Sandra's spirits a bit. You guess that Sandra could have been in a current state of exile since well before the dawn of the current age. At first she shows no indication that she even heard you. Close. Soon enough I shall be getting there. I have been imprisoned thus for 837 years. According to my count at least. It is possible I have lost track, although given my state I can assure you that I have ample time to verify my arithmetic. She goes silent for a time. Let me give you some advice. If you decide to kill the Emperor, make sure you achieve what you set out to do. I expected my own death, regardless of the outcome of my task. I was not expecting this, certainly not to be telling you about it 837 years later, or however long that it has been. Although, enough of that for now. Let us get back to business. Use an eligible exile to brave one of Sandra's challenges, and then you can reward if they prevail. Just name the victim, and I shall be more than pleased to make him or her suffer for a bit. Yeah, let's equip her with the talisman, actually. Okay. For her... let's give her a little bit of a boost in her quickness. Yeah, right? 837 years? I thought it would be something a little lower than that too, actually. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe it hasn't been that. But yeah. How long have these rites been going on for? Shit. Okay. You ask Sandra, in apparition from the Age of Empires, Emperor Solium Mur, who has pursued him in his exile. Blah, blah. To administer one of her special trials for Jodario. That surely demon isn't. She could stand to lighten up, though I fear that is not a secret I can teach. But let us bring her forth regardless. Soon Jodario appears, in the heat of the summons. What is the meaning of this, reader? Do you remember our venerable Emperor, opulent and imperial? It is a festering abomination. Okay. Do this. Bada bing. Bada boom. What is the meaning of this? Reader, where are the others? The apparition Sandra appears and loosens her mask. Welcome to my humble home, demon. You are good at taking orders, no? State your purpose quickly, Wraith. My purpose is to put you to the test. You may be fearsome to behold, but you are old and slow. Your weaknesses perhaps outweigh your strengths, though I sorely wish to see you and your lovely reader prove me wrong. Old, she says. Very well then, reader, let us show her whether she is right. Enduring Flame, plus 35, okay. Ba 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 boom! 30 damage is actually not that much more damage than the other two. Seriously? Is this gonna be my triumph? Do it out of range. Interesting. So she can't jump, right? Oh, fuck. Okay, no. Alright. She can just kind of like pop up for a bit. Alright. Well, there's only two of them now. Tossed. And with only a 10, it's going to be a lot faster. Oops. Okay, yeah. So you gotta watch out for the tackles there. Oh. Almost got her in time. Oh, okay. I almost had to get out of there. Lost. Oh shit. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, blocked. Alright. Yeah, I'm still gonna get back in time. Really? Just a dunk on me? While they tackle, they can't be hit. It's kind of annoying. Oh, at least that one only does 15 damage. Oh shit. Wow, she caught it as to finish the freaking thing. Wow, I am sucking in this practice trial. What is 3-on-1? Just have to wait for that, basically. There we go. There we go. Shouldn't be so triumphant over the fact that I took so much damage. Are you satisfied now, Wraith? I am never satisfied, demon. However, your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Sandra's disciple. Boom. Through failure do we tend to learn the most valuable lessons, provided we survive. None among us has prevailed without end. Interesting. That was a strange experience. What do you have there, reader? Requires Stellium's Horn for completing Jordari's trial. Jordari casts her warrior farther and faster than usual, plus 15%. Sandra's second blade managed to graze her target's face, twisted as it was, with sorrow, not with rage. With reward. The low minstrel has white lute, chronicle the drumming of Nightwing through song. Using it, you may hear glimpses of past experiences across the downside. Curiosity. What does he have? Because this is all, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no worries. Oh, okay, so this is like loot versions of all the songs. Back again so soon. Can I do unlimited practice rites, I assume? Express your interest in the practice rites. It seems to be a way to practice conducting the rites without all the presence of the pressures of the real thing. Certainly, reader, that is why I'm here. See you in that plastic book in just a moment. My Beyonder shall be waiting. Okay. Is this going to have a whole intro? The hope attribute affects how soon an exile returns if banished by an adversary. Yeah. Cool. I'm just going on a walk, on a patrol, so I'm going to go ahead and do a practice rite then. This place. So, we're back. Look there, our host approaches. Sandra appears and looks upon your fellow exiles. Welcome to the practice rites. Thanks, great to be back. Love the decor, honest. Silence, cur. You're fortunate your reader summoned you again. You could use a little discipline. Now, come forth and let us see how capable you are. In practice rites, no enlightenment is awarded. You may train here with fellow exiles as much as you wish, or press escape to return to the wagon at any time. Okay. It's just 3 random people. Can I change? Oh, got a bio update for Sandra. Nomad, Savage, and Crone. Read her bio later. Music's fucking brilliant. Okay. So I want to practice some more with Gilman, because I haven't had a chance to practice with him. He's very he's more combat focused than this. Okay, so I kind of want Pamatha and Gilman. Who should I want to see. I want to practice my upcoming right route. Let's see who to go with. So I kind of want I want to train up Pamitha Gilman. Okay, let me just get all of the talismans out real quick. Let's see. Shoot. Alright, so who's the lowest level? It's like someone's, yeah, Tizo, Faye. That one was like just shy of getting it. Yeah, Tizo is, and yeah, I think I'm gonna go with these three honestly. Pamitha, Tizo, and Gilman. They seem they're kind of. It seems like an odd matchup, but let's see if we can go with that for our stuff. Okay, so I want one of them. So I want Gilman to get that bounty thing, the lucrative contract. I'm gonna need a little bit of extra cash. Might even be able to bypass the next, like, so I can make up for some of the cash I've lost just getting my stats up a little bit. Let's see. Plus 11%. So he's more defensive. Oh, being advantage the chance to immediately. Stamina, 3 health plus 2 quickness. Let's give more range. Okay, so we'll go Pamitha. Gilman. And Tizo. You're ready then, Nightwings. Grasp the orb and we shall train with you. So let's see how well this goes. Grasp the orb and ready. Okay, cool. Alright, so fly. Switch. Okay, so he goes really fast in running. Flutter. She's really good. Okay, so what I want to try with Gilman is... Yeah, I'm not trying to get bounty, I'm just trying to see. And Tizo can just... Gilman's is the one that's kind of weird. Or Tizo. Gilman's is the one that's kind of weird. I think I said Tizo. Okay. Okay, but I've got a feel for them. I think that team actually doesn't seem like it's actually that bad. I don't think any of the teams are actually straight up bad. They seem all pretty decent. I don't know. At least for me. Vision returns as the effects of the Beyond Crystal dissipate. Time seems to have stood still while you experience that vision. Okay, cool. Got my money. Got my stuff from Ron. Alright, so then, okay, yeah, we'll just do the right then. You and your fellow exiles arrived at the sacred site called Glade of Lu, and now look to the stars in the sky to signal the beginning of the next rite. The woods about you bring a sense of tranquility you have not felt in some time. But then you notice one of the trees move. It shuffles toward you, and regards you with an exaggerated bow. Another sap. Well, goodness, by the roots of Luis Glorian. Third of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Wise or the Philosopher. It would appear the rumors are correct. The Nightwings have returned. Oh, but where are my manners? One moment. The sap claws at his mask with his wispy fingers. Oh, no. Much better. H. Manly Tinderstaff. He is a sycophant who seems certain he will land a position of high standing once he is free. At your service? Perhaps you've heard of me. My fellows and myself, you perhaps know us as the Chastity, triumvirate in exploiting the rights to gain status in the Commonwealth. We soon shall stand against you in the rights. For now, I am just whiling away the time, making small talk. Then in your mind's eye, you see a Wolfred and hears a voice. Manly Tinderstaff is not to be trusted. Reveal neither yourselves to him nor me. Well? Beneath her mask, Jodariel stares back at him in silence. You suspect Wolfred's message may have reached every member of the group. Why now? How very rude indeed. Well, fine. Ignore me, but you do so at your peril. Anyhow, once this evening's rite commences, any moment now, then I'm afraid ignoring me won't be an option any longer. Oh, and now I do believe the sky is beginning to show. We'll have to chat again some other time. Now come along, come along. Manly bows again and wanders off into a clearing, as its stars begin to burn. Exiles may choose from different masteries each Andreas will make. A certain item lets you repick if you want.
Once again, the stars align themselves before you, reader. And here now at the Glade of Liu, I have to say, you've come so very far. But there are those, such as your adversaries called the Chastity, who have toiled for this too. They know that with their freedom comes great opportunity. It could be yours instead. Please show the Chastity that the Nightwings are superior.
Okay, do they have more health? One of these points are going to have more than 100, and it's going to freak me out. I wonder, oh honored what Nightwings, how well do you know these woods? Why, these woods would strangle you, and I'm afraid I could do little to stop them, even if I tried. You might do better to beware of them. When Jodariel continues to ignore him, he grows upset. Why, you insolent! Fine, let us begin this dance indeed. He shoves his mask back on in a huff. And allow me to thank you in advance for helping me return onto my proper station in the Commonwealth. Okay, is this just a big open field?
Who shall conduct this
Looks like...
rite?
It's gonna be one first.
Sir Gilman. Tizo.
And oh, I really do want no.
Very well.
You can count on me, reader darling. Are you quite ready, finally, O Nightwings? May all those masks of you ensure no harm should come to any of your lovely continences. Now come along, let's give the stars a show. Okay. What? Okay. May I present to you Humboldt Manly Jr., Manly Sapling, which not only has a name, but bears a similar posture and likeness to him. Why, he is every bit my equal, and he is poised to guarantee that Tinderstaff wine shall have a bright, bright future. It was on and on about his sapling for a while. This knight does not know about you, good Tizo, but he is quite finished listening to that sap's idle blather. Rahee-hoo. He's in full agreement with his course of action, and is eager to make Manly shut up for a while. Now, isn't he just the most precious thing you've ever seen, Sapling is nothing but an extension of Manly. If he's banished, the sapling should cease to trouble you as well.
Manly and his offspring hold no small degree of influence within the Commonwealth, reader. There are many who would welcome his return, though none so much as he himself.
Okay, it's not gonna be so good.
Simply monstrous. Predicament for the chastity.
Get dunked on.
In honor of the scribes.
Fucking dabbed on Manly. Oh, what's this? It seems the woods themselves are closing up on our little soiree. Oh, do be careful now. Those grasping roots and vines, they may not hold you in such high esteem as I. Okay, yeah, stack it in your favor or whatever.
Your adversary Manly is comfortable in this suffocating glade. Yet he longs now for the comfort of his Commonwealth estate. Perhaps such wealth ought to be reserved instead for you.
And dunk you. Hey, welcome back, Lunar. I did a little practice trial just to get used to this combo that I've got going on right now. So we basically just started. This guy's another sap, another one of the tree dudes, and he's a total douche. I love it. Total douche. Oh dear, the woods are closing in uncomfortably close at that. Whatever shall we do? Perhaps if you just stand aside a while, we could put an end to this that much the sooner. Okay, whatever, man. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, please, try it. Try it. Do it.
That's it.
Oh.
Flames of freedom.
Oops. Say, have any of you noticed how it's feeling rather crowded out here? Almost as if the 100 Minds for self resent you being here. Yes, I rather think that's it. Lose glory in 100 Minds. So cease with all your scurrying about with that damned orb and let me handle this. What is he doing now? Oh wow, it's really tight now. Not much that you can... Oh please, I dare you. Tizo. Tizo. Tizo dunked on him. Alright, you Nightwings, I've had it up to here with you, or perhaps I've simply had it up to here with all of these encroaching plants, those miserable things. Either way, I don't appreciate how you're ignoring me. Top kick. Alright, this will... Please, please try it. Dun dun! Oh.
None left unscathed.
Oh, got me. Can't get that money. Oh, he can like high shoot it. Okay, Gilman is actually pretty based. All right. Oh, he got one hit. Gilman's actually really good at defense, just by virtue of having amazing. Oops, I meant to actually throw it in. I just, whatever. Yeah, I will think I'm playing with him. Oh, oh no, you got me.
A banishment. Banished, all of them.
Tossed into the flame.
Fire.
I'll get 7 back too.
Now end the ceremony.
Ooh, he actually got.
Pamatha banished.
Another dollar. Oh, I got Gilman.
sputters.
Oh no. I got another hit. Shh, it's fine. It's fine. That's really powerful. Okay, Gilman is a boss. Okay, so he doesn't...
Quite the turn of events. And it is done.
Ding!
The
And...
Nightwings once again prevail.
Yeah.
Accomplished effortlessly, I might add.
Hey.
The right is done.
Scra-hee-ha! He's was fired up by having prevailed against Manly and the Chastity. That ought to wipe the smug look off of that sap's face. Well, my. Oh, worry not, oh Nightwings. I'm not angry with you, honestly. But I'm very, 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 very disappointed. I thought perhaps that we had something going here between us. You scratch my back, I scratch yours and all. Instead, however, you decide to spit in my face. Fine, we'll have to see where your rudeness gets you. Now, ta-ta.
Always is there greater knowledge to be gained. The imp Tizo appears to have a certain depth of knowledge.
Tizo just had a flash of inspiration about his role in the Rights and as part of the Nightwings. Tizo's fucking the best. Howler back? What? Let's go with Last Laugh. That seems pretty good. Yeah, Gilman's gonna level up.
Desperate for honor, this Sir Gilman may yet learn something.
Huzzah! Great clouds... Huzzah! Great wisdom clouds over this knight's entire consciousness. Okay, so let's see here. If Gilman and all his allies have vanished, he shall instantly return. That's pretty good. After Sir Gilman banishes an adversary, one of his banished allies shall... Ooh, kind of dodgeball-y? That's also good. After using Slash, Sir Gilman instantly recovers all his stamina. That's really good. For 10 seconds after banishing an adversary, Sir Gilman deals an additional 10 damage to the adversary's Pyre. Once per round when saluting his adversaries, Sir Gilman freezes all exiles for 3 seconds. Wow. When Sir Gilman's allies are banished, he moves faster than usual and temporarily has infinite stamina. Holy cow. Gilman's fucking boss. Alright, hold on. After using a slash, Sir Gilman can use it again to instantly return to his previous position, and his slash banishes adversaries in a wider area of effect. These are all good. What the hell? Okay. So this is either survival, or this is like straight up kill them all. I'm gonna spec Gilman as... Yeah, okay, let's do that.
Of the sea sojourner,
What the hell?
exiled Tamatha perhaps can learn the errors of her kind.
Well, Tamatha, soon I'll be catching up with you at this, whether or not you like it. Alright, Pamatha. When flying, Pamatha moves faster than usual. Okay. Boring but practical. Pamatha can use her dash ability in a rapid succession for less stamina. Okay. Decent. Just looting her adversaries, Pamatha instantly switches places with her nearest ally. Pamatha permanently gains +8 quickness, making her move much faster. For 5 seconds after banishing an adversary, Pamatha moves 30% faster than usual. When casting her aura, Pamatha can trigger an aura burst that banishes nearby allies. If Pamatha is banished while Winged Fury's effect is active, she returns twice as quickly as usual. Pamatha permanently gains +4 to quickness, presence, and hope, making her better all around. So... 30% faster than just all the time, but for 5 seconds. So extra speed, or extra damage, basically. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Winged Fury.
The holy power of the eldest matriarch. Until the next right.
That was well done, my boy. I'm beginning to see why your companions vouch for you. Don't let it go to your head, of course. We're back. After reveling of the chastity with great prowess, you turn to your wagon to consider your next move. An adequate performance back there. Adequate? Yes, adequate for the next part of our plan. Go, have your reader there consult the stars. See where they take you next. I'll give you a hint. It's further north. It's going to be high up. Did this knight hear you say high up? And it's going to be cold. We'll see. Come on, my friends, let's have a look outside then. That plan Wolfred mentioned, I just want you to know, I don't know what he means. We're here because we're going to be free again. We won't be living out our days as exiles. That's the only plan, as far as I'm concerned. But there's always a catch, right? We'll see what Wolfred has to say. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. No matter what, we're getting closer thanks to you. Once more, you look towards the heavens. Seek now your destination. Okay. Well, north means, yeah. Ooh. That seems very final-ish. Final-esque. Let's see. Filling up the golden star. So now you see it for yourself. You are summoned to the north, where looms Mount Alodiel, the sacred mountain on which summit the rites were first conceived. Whether its summit is the downside's closest point to the Commonwealth or the farthest, none can say. And at the very top, the fall of Solium. According to the stars, the next rite will commence here. The temple at the highest point on the downside exists to honor the 8 scribes. And from the stars indicated this exactly. Wolfred, sir, how did you know? Wolfred smiles back at him, but you sense his thoughts as though he is directing them at you.
I too can read, my boy.
Ooh, voiced it. In English, too.
Forbidden though the words may be.
Turns back to Edwin.
Rodartes.
Your reader's skills, while rare, are not unique. But as I said, I'll let him do the job. I see that you have something special going here, which benefits the plan. What plan? I thought this was about our freedom. Oh, fear not, my boy. It is, indeed. Plenty of time to tell you about it. Yeah, he can fourth wall it, exactly. Plenty of time to tell you all about it on the way. For now, however, you look like you can use some rest, and for that matter, so can I, if you'll excuse me. You sense your companions are exhausted from their recent travels. Given the road ahead, you would agree it would be best to take the night to recover as much as possible. Okay, now, hold on. I'm just gonna go. Like in the wagon. Of course, I love Faye. Fire. Return your taxes for the next. Okay. Northward, shall we ever stumble? At dawn, Wolfred is already up. He reveals to you a pathway through the woods into the cold lands of the north, beyond which lies your next destination. It's Glorian's Shore. Let's go. You've not yet been to this region of the downside. I, too, can read, my boy. Ooh, that gave me a little bit of chills, man. Oh, damn. Supergiant Games really does like its feasing north bits. You get clear of the woods at last and arrive in lands grown cold in the shadow of Mount Alodiel. You'll have to make it all the way to the top. 1 second here, guys. What's... In a moment of respite, Wolfred calls everyone together to discuss matters pertaining to the rites and the plan to which he alluded. We banded together with a common faith that freedom from the downside is not impossible, am I correct? But let me ask you something. What does freedom even mean to you? He looks in your direction as he asks, defying you to answer. You cannot sense his own thoughts on the subject and only know the truth of how you feel. What does freedom mean to you? Do what you want. Make decisions on your own terms, achieving inner peace, a clear conscious, carefree heart. Having no master, no one's will other than your own. Go when you please. Go where the heart yearns without restriction, without fear. Not having one's strongest feelings and emotions repressed or rebuffed, living without fear, without concern for others' judgment or approval, nothing at all. Freedom means not being forced in responding to such questions. Doing what you want, living without fear, having no master, going when you living without fear. Yeah. The Wilfred that freedom means living without fear, and not being subject to persecution or retaliation for one's thoughts and choices. Considers your remarks for a short while. Good answer, my boy. I happen to agree. Fear takes hold in freedom's wake. But fear is a natural impulse, is it not? A common feeling which we all share from time to time, a deeply rooting impulse there to aid our judgment and spur us on to acts of courage. Not for fear that we could accomplish very much in life. And just now, we stand upon the brink of accomplishing something vital. He then turns his attention to the whole group. Now, let me tell you all what freedom means to me. Freedom means to live your life without fear, just as your reader stated. To be able to indulge one's curiosities and passions, at least the ones that cause no harm to others, without the constant threat of judgment and reprisal. Freedom means not being made a criminal for what you know, or whom you love, or what you choose to think, or not think. It looks out towards the distant mountains. Within the next few days, your time in exile could come to an end. You could see the Commonwealth once more, and you would be exalted there, given the highest honor, the opposite of how you got here. But you would not be truly free, I think. At the least, you would become complicit to an ancient system that would deem to cast down others such as you. Wow, I could not speak. It is a system whose well-intentioned founding principles have long been lost, and the 8 scribes, if they are out there still, have made quite clear they shall not intervene firsthand. That is where you come in. He turns to you and everyone again, looking to each of you. Long have I wished to gather such a group, that together you might see that seeking freedom only for yourselves is too modest of a goal. You share a higher calling now. The plan, then, is this. We free each other from the downside through the rights. Then we meet up on the other side. We organize. Each moon at dusk, we join together at the Spiral Sanctum. The Spiral Sanctum, the burned-down remains of the old capital of the Commonwealth. The remains stand as a warning to those who would seek to spread forbidden knowledge. We need as many of us there as possible. My agents on the other side shall explain the rest. You're plotting a revolt. Just so. I am asking a lot. You do have other options. Deceit, however, is not one of them. The reader and myself, you know by now that we can see through it. But you need not be a part of this, nor is it in my interest to coerce you. You may go your own way if you wish. Live out your remaining days here, like so many others. So, if anyone among you prefers that, if you cannot see yourself continuing to strive together in the Commonwealth as you are doing here, then speak now. Ulfred pauses for a time, examining each member of the group. No one stirs. Very good. Some of you consider yourselves friends, some others not. But all of you are bound together through the rights and are integral to our plan. Even though it's probably his plan. Remember that. You seek true freedom, you will not find it waiting for you in the Commonwealth. But together you can bring it about, both for yourselves and others. That is my promise. Then he lets out a long breath. That's it. I ask you all to think on this, and let's reconvene along our journey to the summit. Ugh. Walfred turns towards the mountains, leaving you to consider what he said and plot the wagon's northward path. Our plan is intentional. Oh yeah, 100%. Mirror Pass, pathway leading north to the Sigurd Mountains. The only way to reach the base of Mount Elodio. If he says our plan, it sounds better to everyone else. It's not my plan, guys, it's our plan. Beyond lies Mount Elodio. I suggest we make... Okay, let me try this again. I suggest we make camp here at the base of the mountain, for we shall need our spirits and our strength to make the ascent. Discuss the plan. Beyond the Crystal Sixtizo. Okay, let's talk. Okay, let's talk with Wilfred first then, I guess. There you are, my boy. There was something which I wanted to discuss with you in private. Wilfred stares at you rather intently as if reaching out to you, and then... Ah, he's not going to speak in English again? Ah, you do know what it means to be a reader. Those such as we are not limited to reading pages from a book. Though your ability in this ascent is nascent still, mere flashes, uncontrollable. I see, as well, now, that they haven't told you yet. Your friends, and that explains a lot. They haven't told you readers such as you cannot go free. What? I had wondered why you would insist on pressing onward with this group in light of this. The answer, then, was plain. You simply did not know or fully realize. They did not deceive you, by the way. There is no reason they would know themselves other than Tariq, who shall not influence your thinking in such matters. Rather, I had expected, when at first we met, that you already knew the truth of this from having read the passage in the Book of Rites, which states it plain. Only those who shall conduct the rites firsthand shall walk the path toward enlightenment and become eligible to regain their freedom. Perhaps you have not gotten to that part just yet. Orford breaks free from you and looks at you again. Then he speaks to you as normal. It is plain that you are not in adequate condition to conduct the rites, and this group values you as reader. I wish only to ensure you understand what you are getting into here. Despite whatever hopes and dreams and promises might have been shared, I do not think the rites can help you to return, if that is what you had in mind. So once again, I invite you to depart, and I will see to it that you are compensated. Do not misunderstand. If it is your wish to remain, then you are welcome. But this journey we are on, it has no guarantees, not for you, nor any one of us. You understand? How would I react to this? I'd be like, okay, I can't go free, then I would say, like, I don't care. You have learned in life to keep your expectations low and tempered. Yeah. I understand the words of warning, yet just the same, you choose to carry on. There is more that you wish to achieve on this journey than freedom for yourself. I admire that, my boy. Then, very well. Know that we have much at stake here in this, anyway. Much more than just a shot at going back into that commonwealth, which cast us down here, to begin with. It sounds like you intend to stick around. Then we'll have lots more time to chat as we ascend the Sacred Mountain in the coming days. Until then... Strides out of the wagon then, leaving you with your thoughts. Getting a workout. And when practicing his letters, gathering infeed with Sir Gilman, gathering infeed with Gildariel, making dust drawings, running around somewhere, hunting for snacks. Okay, just wanted to see if he'd show up again. Okay, Tizo's showing up, so let's do that. You bring me a brief reprieve from solitude. What seek you in exchange? What's up, Sandra? I need to talk to her more often. How very kind of you to visit me again like this, oh lovely reader. For I was just standing about in the blackness of this void thinking it would be most pleasant if something were to happen for a change. It's clever though the story does end for the characters, but you'll never get to experience whatever it is they get. The story does end for the characters. Okay, it's clever though. The story does end for the characters, but you'll never get to experience whatever it is they get. Oh yeah, no, yeah, but you want them to go free because you fucking love them. Yeah, no, I get it. It's really, I mean, the writing I think really makes it shine in this, if anything. There was a long period of time that this incarceration of mine failed utterly to do anything but bring me peace of mind. Not much of a punishment. I invite you to imagine an upbringing among the Sisters of the Arch, an ancient band of killers trained almost from birth to carry out on their missions without fail. All the sisters needed was a name and a sum of 500 sol up front. Living on the outskirts of civilization, your day is all full of training which could kill you or just cripple you for life. How do you suppose I lost my sight? Through glorious battle with the scribes, or in a careless sparring session with my master? But I've not forgotten enough just yet. In any case, at first I welcomed the prospect of not having to struggle every moment to survive. But in less than 2 centuries, why, I started to grow terribly bored. Did not help at all that the Nightwings of the early days were the stodgiest lot you could imagine, obsessed with obeying the book as strictly as they could. Some of them started to remind me of myself, I think, when I was young. Such idiots, a lot of them. But what am I saying, lovely reader? I shall not bore you further with such matters. I would have bored myself to death back then, if only I could die. Like so many other things, I think mortality is something oft taken for granted, until it is taken away. So given your mortality, what say we get back to business here? Okay, let's do Tizo's trial. Certainly, my reader. You need but indicate who is to be my subject for this round. Hey, Tizo. Time for you. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Tizo. I dare think I remember something of that imp. He certainly stood out from all his ilk, although that really is not saying much. Well, let us bring him forth. Tizo soon appears in heed of the summons. Tizo seems to be prepared for whatever lies ahead. I actually haven't used Tizo that much for actual damage, more as of the defensive stuff. Imps such as Tizo can banish several adversaries at once with their aura explosion, while returning very soon after. Only 50, huh? The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, imp. You answer to me here. Tizo indicates his understanding and is prepared to begin Sandra's trial. You know the formalities, of course? Show me then what you have learned thus far about the rites. Here in this trial, it shall be just you, my Beyonders, and your lovely reader. Let us see now how you fare. Okay. Oh. Ah, frick. Tried to dodge out of the way. Yeah, okay. But at least his implosion works after he dies. Oop. His dash is really bad, is the main thing about him. Kinda sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna get wrecked here. I'm more using this for practice with Tizo, because after I got dunked on like twice. Yeah. Yeah. Wanted to practice his moveset a little bit, because I think he's the one I got into the least practice with. I've used him mostly for defense, but not much for actual offense. Come now, Imp, this test is not meant to be easy, even for the likes of you. I would tell you not to waste any more of my time, but then my time is there for you to waste. So try again, now, or whenever you so choose. Yeah, we can do better. Perhaps that Imp of yours shall not fail so badly as before. Yeah, I didn't get a single hit off, actually. My goodness. Hey, quiet you. Can go back to your stripe trial at any point. Yeah. I don't get to give him a talisman either. It's pure skill. The thing about Tizo, though... Yeah. He returns quickly, but even then I don't think the portal is that useful. Yeah, see? I don't think the portal is that useful because you have to go out of your way when you could just be walking there. But it does go past obstacles, which is something that I... And he has rather large aura, which is nice. His only one is like on the other side of the map. Is it any good? I don't know. His aura doesn't come back that fast either when they respawn. Okay, well that's a double. That's a nice thing about Tizo's ability, though. So I don't know if you have to implode like immediately when he spawns or something like that, because the aura seems to go back too slowly for it to be useful. Yeah, we can do better. We soon shall see. All right. Because Tizo's kind of awkward in his zip and everything. You might have to bait him to get them caught and then use the time to dash. That's what I'm thinking I have to do. Just trying to see like what his strats could be. Oh wow, Jesus Christ. Alright, so that was the power jump. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there we go. Alright. Oops. Damn. They're really going after me. I mean, I've only got... Yeah. If you use the obstacles to your advantage, it's a lot better. Because these can fly over them and it doesn't look like they can. How do you... See, that's how you do it. You have to zip and then flutter. It's only when he only yeah, one more. He only does his on death thing when you don't have the orb. I keep forgetting that. Yeah, because he has the orb. Yeah, he's gonna get it. Yeah. See? Okay. All right. I'm getting the hang of his tactics more. Cause yeah, yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. All right. We can do it one more time. I think this time I ought to get it. I see the strat here. So you basically just gotta get out of the way of their things. Out of their casts. Okay. I got it this time. Yeah, see? You can get one off of them. See? Yeah, that's in range for that one. Okay. See you later, Lunar. I might be... You have to use his presence that more than his actual ability. When he's by himself, at least. Ah, he's gonna... Drive safe, Lunar. Sheesh. I still think this is harder than the other trials, though. Guess this zip is really just rough to use. Okay, I think once more, and I should be able to get it. Yeah. I think one more try, and I should be able to get it. The thing is just to get a dunk on me. You can't let Tizo die, is basically what I'm getting. Like, you can let him implode, but you cannot let him die. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, because Tizo's a lot more support-centered than anything. Okay. I know it sounds like I'm just making excuses for why I'm sucking so hard, but I swear to you that that's not. What? Oh, he passed it in. That's an interesting tactic. Really don't like when they jump over you. That just feels like a... Alright. Yeah, you have to banish the dudes. And you can't do it with imploding. That's the big thing, is that if you implode, you also lose Tizo units if it's for a short while, which is a very big handicap for a single one thing. See? That's what I'm talking about. Alright. So let's try. Actually, you know what I should do? Is equip the one that gives you a chance to just head back. That'll probably soften it a bit. Chance to get the rune crest. That's pretty good for teeth. Yeah, that works. Okay. Okay. Another opportunity to prey upon the imp. This is hard as balls. Yeah, it is hard. I think it's a lot harder with Tizo, just because of his unique abilities. Because he's really, really good defensively, and that's basically it. Because his speed is lacking. His attack kills him, so it's not great in the 1v3 mode. So his only... But the Mooncrest is going to really help that. See. Ah, shoot. Mooncrest is still going to help a lot, I think. Alright. I got off on the wrong foot. So he needs to dunk it 4 times, and need to dunk it 5 times, I see. It's going to be impossible to try to throw it in. Yeah. Another thing only has 50 HP. Fucking assholes. At least they're finally living up to the reputation of having, you know, 837 years, Center said. And I'm back. Okay, there we go. Mooncrest saved me that time, for certain. I'm not even slightly ashamed to admit it. Try it. Try it. That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. Unlike the other one, I'm trying to play it as an offensive character. That's my problem. And I'm trying to play it as an offensive character. You really just gotta play it as a defensive character. Knock them out. I see now. Okay, yeah. You really just gotta play it defensively. Like that. Get out of the range of their, you know... Yeah, you gotta get out of range of their attacks, like dodge it in some way, and then zap them. Okay, because the ore doesn't come back immediately. All right, so now I understand the. So now I understand the strat here. I think I finally get it now. Because I keep trying to play him offensively, and I've been saying this whole time, he's a defensive character. And I play him offensively, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Alright, I think for sure I've got it this time. Come on, Tizo. And that is when the this freaking upgrade is really good. Yeah, I got it the last second. There we go. See? Alright, now I'm getting it. Oops, that was the I accidentally right-clicked. That was a misclick. That was a bad that was me being shit. That was both me being shit and the fact that I was misclicking. But he's got way bigger presence to make up for it. Yeah, but this is going better now. This is definitely, I think, a lot harder than the other trials that I've done. Come on. Mind games. The mind games. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, fucker. If the Moon Crest activated, then I think I would have had that one. Nope. Oh, fuck. The setup right there was awful. That was a nasty fucking setup. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get my stamina back. Come on, come on, try it, try it, try it, try it. Don't try any of your fancy passing tactics. Okay. There we go. Alright. 2 more. I wonder why his thing didn't activate. Oh. Or maybe he just dodged it. Anyway. Alright. No, I'm gonna try this until I get this. I think I'm gonna get it, though. I've definitely understood I think I understand the tactics a lot better, even though I've said that like 16 times. Yeah. This is actually the most difficulty I've had with any, like, right thus far in the game, so... I mean, it was bound to happen eventually. Fuck. Okay, that was fucking nasty. Let's try it again. Jesus Christ, they're fucking dunking on me. Is this what it feels like to be on the other team when I'm playing? Oh man, I'm doing really shit. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Okay. I keep picking that thing up. God damn. Okay. I need to get better control on there. Yeah, that's what I'm trying. No, they just can't get an instant dunk on me. It's nasty how they do that. Ugh. I don't think so, buddy. Haha! Oh, okay, that's one method of... Interesting, so you can throw the ball and then use that. Okay. Right on me, dickheads. Hey, come on, get closer, get closer. And you left it wide open. And you left your goal wide open. There you go. That's better. Okay, that's one down. Try it. Boom, there we go. Okay, now we're getting the hang of it. It's just the difference in plate style. Not a play style I'm very much used to. I'm very much used to fast, aggressive tactics. It's funny. Oh, poor sport. I thought I was going to get through it unscathed. Oh well. Okay, come on. Child's play. I like how Tizo goes in head first. It's just everything I love about him, except for the fact that he's so defensive and his trial's fucking insane for some reason. Oh no, 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 no. They always seem like you're gonna get right back in time. I swear to God, they're just fucking with you. Come on, try it, try it, try it. There we go. Get closer, get closer. How dare you say that to me ever again? Don't ever come near my house ever again. There we go. Get dunked on. He says after 16 tries. He's excited to have completed Santa's challenge and waits her approval. A worthwhile effort, Imp. Your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. Your predecessor may well have approved. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Okay. Sentence into exile and downside is a sentence for life. Few believe the tales of a mystic path to freedom from the place. Alright. This... Okay, wait, we still got this final section. Tizo. Tizo's happy to be back and wonders what it is that Sandro granted you. Take a closer look at the new artifact in possession. Haoob's Wing for completing Tizo's trial. Tizo's flutter and zip abilities cost less stamina than usual. That would have been very useful in the trial. Even the sisters were taken aback faced with such a sheer ferocity from one with such small stature. Did we cover the new page? Yes, we did. I want to react. Just want to see. Okay, that's the only one that does anything interesting. All right. Let's discuss the plan. Let's go back to serious business after losing 18 times. Earlier, Wolfred asked for a group meeting, presumably to reveal his plan in more detail. Instead, he reveals some bad news. Wait, what are you saying? What I'm saying, my boy, is that while you can indeed get yourself out of here, it can't be all of you at once. We earn our own way back we earn our way back one by one, or not at all. But I swore that we'd go free together. We may go free together yet, but it's going to take time, and this is only the first phase. You, Hedwyn, and the others exchange glances. Let me make this plainer for you still. Here is how the coming days are going to unfold. First, we're going to ascend Mount Elodiel, there to the north. You may not think this wagon's fit for it, though rest assured it's made the journey many times. Next, we'll pass through Scribe's Gate. It is said the scribes themselves keep watch over Scribe's Gate. The judgment of the scribes determines who can cross and who is sent the fast way down. Only the worthy pass through there, as your reader could attest, if he did not merely skim that chapter of the book. I didn't skim. Afterwards, we'll reach the Fall of Solium, one of the downside celestial landmarks. The temple at the highest point in the downside exists to honor the 8 scribes, and meet our adversaries in their rights. They are to be the Tempers. The Tempers are a mighty triumvirate that have been the closest rival of the Nightwings, led by the demon Ignarius. Okay. He's the notorious demon leader, one of the most feared triumvirates in the rights. You'll know him when you see him. Excuse me. Both you and they shall choose from someone from your respective ranks. Then, once one of the triumvirates prevails, there somebody will be whisked home to the Commonwealth. Whisked home to the Commonwealth? Precisely. Once returned, our somebody is taken in and clothed and fully pardoned. The Commonwealth knows about all this? The same Commonwealth that says a sentence into exile is forever and freedom from the downside is impossible? Many of these details the scribes themselves wish to be kept secret. Former exiles and the leaders of the Commonwealth alike have good incentive to protect those secrets well. So then that's it. We climb the mountain, someone goes back, and everyone else stays? Or most of those participating in the rites? Yes, that's it. But I like your connotation, and indeed for us, that isn't it at all. If one of us returns, it shall be just a step along our path. However, let's let that sit for now. Gather your strength. We'll talk again on our way up. Wolfred leaves the rest of you to consider what he said. You have time now for your vacations. At dawn you shall begin your ascent of Mount Elodiel. Who would I want to go free first? Only one person goes free. Damn. This deal gets worse and worse every time. They're like, first everyone's going to go free, then it's everyone but me is going to go free, and then it's like, oh, only one of you guys is going to go free. Jeez. And if I lose the right, none of us goes free. Despite your growing knowledge of the Book of Rites, you yet struggle to grasp certain aspects of his teachings. Through greater understanding comes a reader's influence. At the volume's age, it shows so little sign of wear. At times, the power emanating from it almost overwhelms you. That extra stat, wow. I want to get the glory, though. An extra +2 for everyone, a global +2 is pretty good, I think. Okay, Ascent of Mount Elodiel begins here. Oh yeah, Traveling Song. Those are always the best ones. Holy hell, look at this shit. What the hell is all this floating stuff? Look at this art. Oh my god. Now, if this isn't, like, endgame stuff right here. Before you here before you lies Mount Elodiel, stretching far beyond your line of sight. Somewhere upon this mountain lies the only place from which you can escape the downside. Your companions gather round again before Wolfred, who stands tall as ever. Whether from the cold air or the subject now at hand, you sense a tension in the air. Now then, you all have many questions, no? I've done a lot of talking, so go on, ask away. There is only silence. One question stands out in your mind, which you refrain from asking yet. If only one of you is to go free at first, who shall it be? Go on now, don't be shy. Who first? Questions. Why us? Why you indeed, madame? That I can explain. You've seen the sort you stand against as adversaries in the rights. What is it they want? What is it they want? What is it that they want, do you suppose? Wow, I suck at reading. They want their freedoms back, of course. They'll settle for it on the Commonwealth's own terms. They'll gain their freedom and some cushion of responsibilities. Perhaps then they'll have a hand in sending yet still more exiles here to join us. Think on it. The Commonwealth rose from the ashes of a fallen empire thanks to the efforts of the first exiles who escaped this place via the rights. It is the Commonwealth's first and proudest tradition to honor those who live to redeem their transgressions. They have a certain wisdom, do they not? But as for you, I've been looking for a certain set of dispositions for a good length of time. All I needed was for somebody appropriate to show up and to listen. I planted many little eyes and ears throughout this land, whispering hints of this, absurd as it may sound. Took someone with a certain faith and creativity to go for it. That somebody proved to be Hedwin over there. He was tasked with seeking 2 trustworthy allies, an old buried wagon, and a reader. He was invited to bring others for the ride, all different sorts, gather enough help, and he and his friends could go free. Long story, but you know much of the rest. So then, why you? Because I've reason to believe you're not the sort to play right back into the Commonwealth's old hand. The rites, as you have seen, are quite exclusive. You are imposters in this little part. You could be the ones to break it up. Now then, more questions. Your head is beginning to spin. You can excuse yourself or keep listening. Your fellow exile's freedom seems to hinge on Wolfred's plan. You ought to consider his every word. I agree with that. Wolfred's explanations are a lot to take in, though you feel compelled to absorb as much of what he is willing to tell you at this point. He prompts for further questions when Jodario raises her voice again. Hold, you mistook my meaning. I understand your plan. Still, I wish to know, why us? Why are we, among all others, chosen for this liberation rite? Liberation rite. On a blooded moon at the fall of Solium, an exile from the prevailing triumvirate shall go free. The anointed champion shall then shall plunge into the Shimmer Pool and return in glory, the Book of Rites. Ah, I see. Well, but that is simple, really, madam. You are chosen, you are qualified, I should say, because as the expression goes, 'tis what the scribes ordain, though in this case the expression is quite literally true. When the 8 created the rites, each one of them anointed certain other exiles to participate on their behalf, exiles who showed some promise of redemption. The triumvirates they formed have stood the test of time, replenishing their numbers as their individuals moved on or passed on. You met them as they are today, the accusers. Undull or liar. Okay, the withdrawn, and so on. The 8 scribes also formed a special group, against which all the others would be judged. That group they called the Nightwings. You bear their books, wear their masks and raiment. You need but show up to the rites, you see. The others erstwhile jockey for position for a chance to take you on. Yeah, well, what if we don't? What if we don't show up? Then you would deny yourselves a chance at freedom, and deny it also to your adversaries. Victory means nothing in a common right, then? Participation is all that matters? Not so, madam. Only the enlightened may regain their freedom. While failure can be an excellent teacher, the scribes do favor the victor. So, you see, those who do not conduct the rites, or do not prevail in them sufficiently, they may find themselves barred from the liberation rites. But these are technicalities. Nightwings disbanded years ago. Since then, no one has gone free. Yet still the other triumvirates pressed on with fleeting hope that one day you'd be back. It's been a heavy price to pay in all of this. Now, if you'll excuse me, we'll talk again some other time. Some murmur to themselves about all this as Wolfred takes his leave. Others reconnoiter pathways leading up to the fountain and present you with some options. Emperor's Ascent or Emperor's Fall? Emetha expects some long-lost valuables to be stashed here. Faye believes the 8 scribes will bless whoever goes through here. Gee, money or the... Okay, let's go with the... Faye. I'd rather get a better chance at winning. The sublime beauty of Mount Elodiel, along with the thin air this high above the sea, has been enough to silence even the most talkative of your companions. However, Faye has been positively bursting with excitement. Isn't it wonderful? I think it really is, don't you? Tizo seems to not share Faye's enthusiasm. He does not like the cold. You've been here before, Tizo, isn't that so? Why would you ever leave? I wouldn't leave. I'd stay. I'd think I'd stay. Unless maybe I got too cold or hungry. Wait, is that? Something about her changes then. Wait, look, but Tizo, don't you see? Look, don't you see them there? Tizo seems to be exclaiming something in utter disbelief. You yourself see nothing, but Faye rises almost off her feet as the imp looks on, astonished. Was that the scribes? It was! I knew it was! They said something to me, they spoke to me, they told us we are welcome, that we're welcome here. Faye runs off to spread the word among all your companions. Strangely enough, her enthusiasm is infection, and in spite of everything, your spirits rise. Plus to hope for the next right, everyone. Dab on the haters. Alright. Apple High Road. On the sacred... Okay. Hedwin expressed a passing whim to see the view from here. Sir Gilman wishes to look upon the sacred waters here. Temple High Road or Temple Sister? Hedwyn, I'm gonna go with Hedwyn. Hedwyn keeps saying, "Oh, I don't actually want this," and then it's like, "No, dude, stop being a puss. Stop being a pushover." I'm gonna go with him. You and Hedwyn walk in silence for some time as he conducts a customary survey of the area. Well, my friend, no sign of howlers, as Jody would say. No sign of anything at all. You sense something is troubling him. Oh, that. It's just... I've just been giving lots of thought to everything that Wolford's told us. In another couple of days, one of us may be gone all of a sudden. Or, I don't mean to put it that way. One of us could go free. We earn our way back one by one, as he said. I want you to know something. The others and I, we talked it over, and when the time comes, we want you to decide. Decide who gets to go, if anyone. This might all be a part of Wolford's plan, but we got here thanks to you. And even though I'm worrying right now about us splitting up, I guess if Wolford has his way, all of us will meet up on the other side. And won't that be a day? Worst case, we keep failing on the rights and be stuck down here together, just like this. The two of you walk on in silence for some time. When at last you return to the wagon, Hedwyn turns to you again. Thanks for the company. I think I'm better now. Feels more prepared for the next rite. Hope likewise for the best. Oh, he gained more enlightenment? That's interesting. You and your companions gather at Scribe's Gate, where the single narrow trail to the summit narrows even more and falls under an archway carved of stone. Come along now, everyone, and be prepared to speak your mind when you are called. Frankly, most of you still lack enlightenment, but we may pass together much as how we act as with a single heart and mind during the rites. Well, then, lead onward, Tariq. Please, follow me. Removing his hat. Wow. The lone minstrel approaches the gate. You and the others follow. The last of your companions nears the arch. You notice someone standing high above who then appears before you. She eyes the lone minstrel first. Is that you, Tariq? It is. Greetings, Celeste? Oh, she's got a moon. Oh, he's the moon and she's the sun. She walks Celeste, the gate guardian. She watches over Scribe's Gate and seems to be connected to the lone minstrel and the rites. Hey, thanks, man. You have a good one. And how was your rest? Too long, Celeste. It seems your work has piled up in the meantime. You bring this many to the gate? Aye. Then let us make this quick. She gestures towards the rest of you. Now, each of you in turn state who you are and what you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. Do as she says, please, without questioning. Your fellow exiles exchange glances but quickly comply. I'll start. They call me Hedwyn the Deserter. I've come here seeking freedom for myself and my companions. In my case, so I can return to be with one whom I love. The woman bids him forward. The low minstrel prompts Rookie to speak up next. I am regarded by the name of Rookie Greentail. I just want to get out of here, I guess, with my chums, preferably. Go see Mama back home. I am Captain Jodariel. I do not truly know as yet what I am seeking here. Oh, my name is Faye, and I'm here, I think, because the scribes have called to me. It must be them, because if not, then who? Tiso seeks to live up to Nightwing's legacy and maybe see the Commonwealth someday. Sir Gilman of the Sea Dominion at your service. This knight is on a quest to find his honor. He lost it at a certain point. Amethythaean, I am only here because my sister's here. Then as Wolford steps forward, the one who called Celeste raises her voice. You. I recognize you from the Nightwings of the past. You're not clad in the raiment any longer. I would know why. I had my chance already. The Nightwings that now stand before you, I travel with them as a pilgrim now. I see. Then state why you're here, as have the others. My name is Wolfred Sandalwood. I seek liberty for each of us so that one day we all might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side and bring our freedom to the people there. He waves him by. Then she turns to you, for there is no one left to go. Each of you are to travel Scribe's Gate. When they learned you knew the old ways, they came for you, and you could not run far. Your youth is gone, but your thirst for knowledge earned you a trip to the downside nonetheless. Years of strife between the Commonwealth and the High-Wing remnants afflicted you since birth. Try as you might, you cannot make the details of what life was like in the Commonwealth. You are just a scribbled scholar. You have always sought to understand the world around you. That knowledge proved dangerous in the Commonwealth, but now it has brought you to this point. The one called Celeste continues to examine you, expecting you to add to your response. State also what you truly seek to traverse Scribe's Gate. All that's expected is the outcome of this horror deal is going to... All you expect is going to be interesting. The Commonwealth will catch you down into the downside cannot be forgiven. You wish to do whatever it sees to see your fellow exiles regain their freedom. You wish to return to the Commonwealth and to live out your days there, doing as you please. I want to see them regain their freedom. The companions you have met here who have helped you to survive and to find kinship in the downside, your priority is to ensure that they achieve their goals. That is all you wish, for now. No one regards you for a time, then nods once and waves all of you by. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome here. Go forth with glory. And Tariq? Aye, Celeste. Be on your way as well. The lone minstrel bows his head and puts his hat back. He does not look back at her. Alright, here we go. From the top of Mount Elodiel, you can see the distant downside before you. You think on the many thousand leagues you cross to reach this point as the sky grows dim. Mercy shown. Alright, slug market time. Psst, hey guys, just so you're all aware now, I know how come you... Psst, hey guys, so just so you're aware and all, I know how come you were here and how come you made it all the way up here. Oh, and I know alright. You're here because I got the lowest prices and all the downside, am I right? And some of the new stock I got in stock, you're gonna get a lot of value here, there, an awful lot. Tribe snuff. Unlearn any masteries and choose again. I have just enough to buy all of the Stardust, just not any of the scribe snuff. Let's do some organization here. Farther and faster, teases. +1 hope, +2 quickness. Extra money for right. Okay, so increase this by 2 and you can get 8. %. Pretty good talisman. Okay, and then one of the legendary. Oh, we should get enough. Uses flutter and zip abilities, cost less. God, I can't get over it. It's fucking... Really don't know. I'll keep the Stardust for now, I guess. I'll keep that. Must be our lucky day here. I don't know what, Dad. Jodariel. She seems to have something on her mind. Jodariel appears to be prepared for whatever is to come this night. Though it is not yet dark, she is already in her raiment. Edwin soon joins her, also looking ready. Any sign of Ruki? None as yet. Complained about it chafing at the collar of his mask. Our freedom might be hinging on that collar then. I am certain that it is. They share a laugh together. The three of you exchange glances, but nothing is said, or needs to be said. Soon, if Volfred is to be believed, one of your companions may yet regain his or her freedom. Wow. Hey, what'd I miss? Am I late? Is it starting? Is it started yet? Easy, Ruki. We got a little time. It isn't starting yet. How fare your struggles with your mask, Greentail? Feeling a lot better, thanks. Just have to smash it repeatedly against the wall for a little bit. Put some of the old nerves to bed there for good measure. Though, this is really happening, huh? One of us might be getting out of here. Like, soon. By dawn, in fact, if all goes well. If all goes well, that's one way to look at it, I guess. What are you getting at, Greentail? Well, it's just, we might be breaking up the band here, people, if one of us gets out. That's been bugging me a while. I thought we were all getting out of here at once. Shoots a look at you. Some of us, we might be not getting out of here at all. Edwin slams his fist against the wall. No, not if I can help it. We made a promise to each other, each of us, the four of us. We're all getting out of here. I care about the others too, I do. But we've been here from the start. I want you to know, my promise is to you, and I believe you'll do the same for me. It's like this. If any one of us gets out, great, but it's just a start. We're going to do whatever it takes there on the other side to make it so the rest of us can get back too. What, you think they're going to build a bridge down here if we ask nice or something? I don't know what it's going to take. I just know we have to try. Dariel turns to you. Reader, we shall find a way. She nods to reassure you, and to reassure herself. Ruki nods his head in turn, and Hedwin's gaze never once falters. Well, my friends, I think it's just about time. Let's go. One by one, they turn towards the door. The fall of Solium relates, a vital step in your quest for freedom, yet you feel in your heart that it should only be the first. The three companions each gain +1 hope for the liberation. Right. Stay serve in turn. Okay, this next part is gonna be weird. I still don't know who the heck I wanted to let go. Is everyone prepared, Hedwin? Yes, though several of us have another question that's been troubling us. You need but ask. You said that one of us is going to return to the Commonwealth if we defeat the Tempers in their rights this night. What happens if we fail? Edwin, my boy, don't you see? The path to freedom and the path to enlightenment are one and the same. Do you intend to stray from the path? No. Then you have nothing to fear. But let me be much more upfront with you. Should you be defeated by the Tempers this night, then one of them shall end up going free, instead of one of you. It is as simple as that. What then is to be done? The very same as if we achieve victory. We await our next such opportunity, and we make the most of it. Tonight, our plan. Alfred's ambitious plot to spark a revolution in the Commonwealth as peacefully as possible. The plan's current probability of success, 21%. We shall stand together, shoulder to shoulder, as the scribes themselves once stood. We are united in our cause. We shall look, as ever, toward the stars for guidance and seize upon our future chances just as they arise. So look up, my boy, and set aside your doubts. It is time to take great strides along the path. Alright, let's do this thing. Ooh, that's Eclipsy. Your story shall continue, regardless of the outcome of this or any other right. You need but see it through.
Many years have passed since last the Nightwings gained the summit of the sacred mountain and stood upon the fall of Solium. You are to be commended for your guidance, reader, but only if you can prevail in this liberation rite. Here you stand to gain much more than some enlightenment. Your adversaries are none other than the Tempers. I trust they need no introduction. Soon, one among you shall regain their freedom.
The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the Tempers, come forth now and declare yourself and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. A massive demon swaggers into view. He reaches for his mask. Oh god. You know who I am already. But look at what we got here. The damn Nightwings decided to show up. Almost figured we were never going to see the day again. Ignarius takes notice of someone in your ranks. Hey, you! He indicates Jodariel. She scoffs back at him. Lose the mask. Ain't seen one of our own in ages, not in these damned robes. Dariel's hesitation is almost imperceptible before she moves to remove her mask, just as her adversary asked. Satisfied? Whoa, you must be new. Dariel soon puts her mask back on. Enough talk. I like you, curly horns. Tell you what, once we put out your lights, you come along with these guys. We're gonna have a spot open. Only shame is, I ain't gonna be around to show you a good time. I should rather cut out my tongue. Oh, you don't mean that. Our kind, we ought to stick together. Now come on. Ignarius throws his mask back on as the allies snarl at the rest of you. Ash and Cole plus 30. As the Nightwings reach a decision on whose behalf they shall conduct their right, Minstrel gets your attention in a subtle way. Reader, this is it. The first companion whom you choose shall be anointed to go free this very night, if you prevail. The other two triumvirates shall lend their aid. As you know, only the most enlightened in the rites are eligible to go free. Not all among you may be ready yet. Now, Nightwings, I would have your decision. Who's eligible? Alright.
Who most deserves their freedom?
I'm gonna consider the tempers first. Okay, so he's got 30 extra. Plus 3 presents. Plus 3 presents. That's it. Okay. There's no one in chat right now. Great. So, of these 3, I can choose one. Pamitha cannot... Pamitha, Sir Gilman, Faye, and Jodariel may not gain their freedoms. The choices I have are Hedwyn, Ruki, and Tizo. It should be one of the first 3, in my opinion. So I think I'm going to choose Hedwyn. Okay. An aura casting. Okay, so let's give him a thing. Let's give him a +2 quickness, +3 hope. I really hope I don't lose the talisman. Okay. It's gonna be Hedwyn. Goodbye, Hedwyn. God bless. Or scribes bless, I guess. If you insist. Then the Gate Guardian looks upon you and your adversaries. Very well, then under the watch of the 8 scribes, here are the stakes of this eve's liberation rite. Should the Nightwings prevail, the one called Hedwyn the Deserter shall be liberated. Should the Tempers prevail, the exiled Ignarius shall go free instead. She then turns to you. Now, who among the Nightwings shall complete your triumvirate to strive among Hedwyn the Deserter until he has returned to glory?
Who shall stand with him?
I want to gain some money. Sir Gilman.
Sir Gilman.
By this knight's honor, he shall do his very best. I want to go with Jodariel. Jodariel or Ruki? I haven't used Faye in forever, but I want to win. So let's go with Rookie. It's more important to win than it is to get that enlightenment bonus. Okay, let's go with Rookie. Heh, sure, no pressure, right, chum? Very well. The 8 scribes accept your choices, Reader of the Nightwings. She then indicates to the long minstrel. Now, are you yourself prepared, Tariq? Aye, Celeste. Then let us all begin. Nightwings, been waiting an awful long time to get out of this hole. Try and stop me.
Commence.
First dunk. It's got 130 health. And damage? 15 damage. Okay, they're down to 100 now. Cool. And I've got all 3 of my dudes. So now we're basically beginning again. And dunk. Good job. Nice, Hedwin. Hedwin needs to get the final dunk. That's my... Ba-ding. Maybe I should have gone with Jojariel, Hedwin, and Rookie. You good for nothing, Nightwings. Skip out on us for years and years, then show up and all of a sudden like you're gonna let somebody out for once. But now we gotta work for it, I guess. Damn it. I used to be the best. At this, at least, but now the pressure's getting to me. Can't believe it's getting to me. Ah, Moira. I thought you'd even recognize me anyway. Come on, Nightwings. Let's see you keep this up. Oh, come on. Come on.
You have it. A shameful outcome.
Oh, come on, Gilman. Ah, damn it.
None is banished. Why, that was all of them. Edwin is banished.
Boop, boop, boop,
No
boop,
sign
boop.
of the Tempers for the time. A true aimed thrust into the fire.
Get dunked on. I want to get some cash for this, though. Thanks.
There
Oh,
it
got it.
is. Seize the orb. How very sad for the Tempers.
Dunk.
It has gone in.
20 more. So one dunk by Hedwin.
Once more like that, and we are finished here. The orb, take it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Blast.
Oh, that would return was quick though. Ah,
Crushing blow against your pyre.
25, damn. Alright, fuck it. Let's just end it here.
And there it is, at last.
Boom.
The Nightwings proved their worth.
There it is. Goodbye, Hedwin.
Come, which left little room for doubt.
God bless.
Thus ends the liberation rite.
Goodbye,
And
Hedwin.
thus the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free, absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. His adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Bye, Hedwin. Ugh, what a joke. We should have had this. You should have had this. Got all rusty, you've been waiting so damn long. Damn it. Damn it. Nightwings. Be seeing you around, I guess. And next time, you ain't gonna be so lucky. We did it. Then, guess that means I have to go. I broke my vow to him, that we'd all go free together. Reader, my friend, why would you do this? Will you ever forgive me? Vikani, wait for me. The one for whom Hedwin cares deeply, they were separated in the Commonwealth. He remained silent for a moment longer then. Listen to me, all of you. I will not forget this. If there's anything at all that I can do back on the other side to help the rest of you, then I'm going to find it. And I'm going to do it. And at the very least, I will do everything I can to make sure that, by the time more of you come join me back at home, that it'll be a better place for all of us. Look, I don't have long now, so just thank you. All of you. I won't forget this. Then, he plunges out of sight, into the shimmer pool. His voice is inaudible but growing faint. His voice is audible but growing faint, a seldom-seen celestial phenomenon linking the downside back to Commonwealth. Thus, beneath a blooded moon, the Sclorian waters rise for but a moment, only to fall again. It's happening. Goodbye, my friends. Reader, everyone, goodbye, until we see each other. Hedwin has earned back his freedom. Hedwin is set to return to the Commonwealth and leave the downside forever. May he return in glory.
Godspeed, Hedwin.
Godspeed.
The 8 scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon commence again.
No one leveled
Till
up,
the
but
turning of the stars, farewell.
look to the stars for the next such opportunity. After your victory over the Tempers and Liberation Rites, you return to your wagon to decide how to proceed from here. I'm gonna miss that guy. It is quieter now, but we'll see Hedwyn again if we persevere. He was the first friendly face you encountered on the downside. He has regained his freedom and liberation, right? Our journeys now begin in earnest. We'll just need to make a few last preparations while we're here. Wait, what about the stars? They don't seem to wait around for us. About that, reader, go see for yourself. The night sky over Mount Elodiel is much darker than you would have expected. Your thoughts are with Hedwyn as you look towards the heaven. Gaze into the darkness of night. Seek now your destination. Huh? You search and search the sky, but in vain. No stars are shining now. The stars revealed nothing, did they not? You confirm his suspicions? It's as the book foretells. This is the chance we need to make ready for what lies ahead. There's a haven south of here we'll travel to at dawn, and when the stars start to shine for us again, we'll be ready. Mark my words. Okay, let's... hold on. Wolfred. Following Hedwyn's liberation, you find Wolfred smoking at his pipe, his eyes averted. Looks up and smiles as you approach. Hello, my boy. Excellent work back there. Thank you for your perseverance. Though, I was just reflecting on how very fortunate I've been in all this. Not just me, but really all of us who had a chance to stand with Hedwyn here. Ours is admittedly a somewhat desperate plan. Current probability of success is 28%. It was vital to me, should the Nightwings rise again, that it be under proper care and guidance. I was just thinking how well Hedwyn served in that capacity. Whatever is to be the outcome of all this, no doubt his presence shall be missed. My agents and I, we were unsure of him at first, a common boy like that, completely unacquainted with the rights. But in the end, I felt he was worth a shot, someone like him, sincere, determined, with loyal friends and desperate to get home. Those qualities spoke volumes. Then he falls silent for a time. I have every faith that he shall strive on our behalf now, in the Commonwealth, and it is my hope that he yet finds the one he sought. You and Wolfred speak little more of Hedwyn for now. You're left wondering what shall become of him in the Commonwealth. Yeah. Okay. Continue my journey. Okay. So where do we go from here? Good morning, my boy. The place I noted earlier? Let me illuminate the way. Moonlight Alcove. Wait the next cycle of the rites here. Wolfred leads you, all of you, into a calm and quiet clearing, tucked away inside one of the mountain's hidden folds. All about you see a variety of strange items and equipment. Bide your time. Okay. You find Wolfred, seemingly lost in thought, but then he turns to you. Greetings, reader. The wagon and I weave many memories together, and I could not help reliving some of them just now. I suppose some aspects of my past may be of relevance to you, given your role. If there's something that you wish to know, you need but ask. Why did the Nightwings disband? You express interest in knowing more of how the Nightwings came to be here and Wolfred's past connection to the group. I've been connected to the Nightwings almost since the beginning of my days in exile. They found me in a manner, as I understand, quite like how Hedwyn and the others found you. Back then, it was a smaller group than we have now. I joined an exile called Irisa, a former exile of the Nightwings who conducted the rites along Wolfred and Orlek, another known as Orlek. Once in a while, we let little Tiso stand with us as well. He is rather older than he looks. The other triumvirates we stood against, they feared us. Only the Tempers presented any threat to us in any given right. But there was a terrible accident. Irisa we lost her in Orlek. He was my friend. He fell from Mount Elodiel. We lost him as well, on the night when he was to be free. We were reckless, hasty, and I was powerless to stop any of it. I blamed the rights themselves. The circumstances that put us into danger. Downside has claimed many lives, yet it was too much. I vowed again never to don the mask and raiments. I had the black wagon cleared and buried, such that it could not be used again. If the Nightwings would rise again, it would be under different circumstances, under new leadership, and towards a different purpose. That is all I wish to say of this, my boy. Wolfred reminds you of someone you heard about long ago in the Commonwealth. Yes, Wolfred about his past in the Commonwealth, and how he came to be in the downside. How rather forward of you, my boy. Most whom I have met during my towers here have been reluctant to approach the subject of one's history before one's exile. Nonetheless, I am happy to tell you. As a reader, I assume you are familiar with the stamping press. I owned and operated one. A legal invention allowed written materials to be published at an extraordinary rate. In 617 AS, the Commonwealth was under siege from within as anti-theocratic propaganda quickly spread. I took issue with the Commonwealth, the ban on literacy, the internal wars against the Highwing remnants. I spread the truth about it all with my machine. Under pseudonym, of course. Still, I knew I was putting myself at risk, and sure enough, my stamping press was eventually discovered and burned to the ground. I, however, managed to elude capture for a while. Just notice he has this little mark here. I don't know if that means anything. But not for long enough. Here in the downside, I've chanced upon the Lightwings, who were searching for a reader. In that respect, my past, I think, is similar to yours. Anyway, that is the long and short of it. Now then, was there anything else? How do you know the lone minstrel? You asked Wilfred about his history with the lone minstrel, whom he seems to know quite well. Tariq was there with the Nightwings when they took me on. His manner has always been much as how you've seen. Although he is somewhat more cheerful now than I recall back then, if you can believe that. I think our plan has sparked a little fire in him. He serves the Rights and the Nightwings. I've tried to ask him of his past before, but he seems rather reluctant to speak of it. Though it is plain that he's not around from around here. This being the downside, I respect his wishes for some privacy. Nonetheless, although I do not know too much of him, I count him as a friend. I lost track of him for some time, though it was he who first informed me that the Nightwings had returned. He and Tizo were instrumental in our meeting. It's been good to see him doing relatively well, anyway. Was there anything else you wish to talk about for now? You thank Volfred for his time and bid him a good rest of the afternoon. Likewise to you, reader. Be well. Okay. I guess. Hold up with your companions till the stars align once more. Okay. Everyone, the amenities are modest here at Moonlight Alcove, a small landing on the dark side of the Sacred Mountains. For many years, Wilfred smuggled supplies and furnishings to this well-hidden locale, but I suggest that you get comfortable. We may be here for some time. As for myself, I have some business to attend to. Please leave the wagon in my care for now. It shall be ready by when you need it next. From the mountaintop, you can see all across the downside, its impossible expanse staring back at you. The thought occurs to you that you may never see another land besides it. And so, you and your companions wait upon the mountaintop in quiet solitude, anticipating when the cycle of the Rights begins to turn again. Then you shall have another opportunity to free one of your own. You may earn back their freedom, one by one. Many moons pass, then one evening. You have a moment, reader. The lone minstrel finds you poring over the books of rights, as has been your leaning throughout your stay in this abode. Begging your pardon, but there is something you may wish to see. Please, follow me. You follow him into the cold night. Look forth, reader, sir. The stars shine like you have never seen. Once more the path towards salvation is revealed, but now something is different. Seek now your destination. What the fuck? Okay. Rayesta, the Silver Star. Domira, the Dusk Star. Melith, the Box Star. Each prior time you search the stars showed you a single path, but now several rights have failed themselves to you at once. You may choose. Henceforth, you may choose from several different routes. Choose your path towards salvation. This. You're not permitted to conduct the next rite. Here. Oh, and you got a record against them too. Dalbert Oldheart. And then what are these ones? Okay. So I guess we'll go after Trieste. The Sarge urged that we go to the nest of Trieste, a long way off. Wilfred, sir, how are we to reach the nest of Trieste in due course of time? You know full well, Tariq. Preparations are complete. I think you see the lone minstrel smile, ever faintly, but cannot be sure. Please ask the others to gather their belongings, rest, and then assemble the wagon there at dawn. We shall be departing at that time. As you will, sir. The cycle begins anew. As the years advanced, you'll find there ought to be fewer rights this time, until once more we are to traverse Scribe's Gate. Exactly how many it is difficult to say, but our next chance at liberty ought to present itself much sooner than before, so let's be ready for it. Now then, see you in the morning, leader. Your companions have not traveled far from Moonlight Alcove. Word of the news soon spreads throughout the group. Okay. Next morning, Wolfred calls everyone together before the Black Wagon. This old wagon is more than it appears. With Bertrude's aid, it escorted you across the sea to me. Now it shall escort us anywhere the stars require. Come and see. Wolfred beckons to join him in the wagon. What? Nothing has changed about the wagon's interior. What looked before to be old cracks and signs of age now expose various intricate components to once hidden from view. You're the Nightwings. You should travel in their customary way. Oh my god, are we gonna fly? He turns to you, indicating levers and devices marked with symbols from the book. Now, reader, whenever you're ready, you may take us up. I'll show you how. And everyone else, hang on to something. Oh my god, we're gonna fly. After having soared into the sky, the Black Wagon remains aloft somehow. Hey, now we're talking. Caesar's excited to be flying again. You get the impression this may not be the first time for him. Oh, by the scribes! Nightwings sail the skies again, wheresoever the stars may call for them. Here's one catch: the downside provides few locales suitable for landing. Though we should be able to find at least a couple landing places near to where we're going. We'll then make our way by land or sea toward our destination. Now, without further ado, let us proceed. The Black Wagon can fly! See landing near the nest of Trieste. Sail now the skies. Oh, I just control it now. Oh, that is awesome. What? This is insane. Something of value. Yeah, let's go here. We need some money. Your wagon touches down in Black Basin, where you first met Wolfred and Pamitha as well. You briefly wonder at what might have happened had your paths not crossed. Full inspection of the wagon is already underway by the time you join the rest of the group. Ruki takes care to realign each set of stabilizers, needing little help from you. Meanwhile, Pamitha greases any intakes that sealed shut during the flight. You soon run into Wolfred, who has further details to report. Systems are nominal. This wagon's fit to journey onward at dawn's light. The group disperses then, taking some time for rest while others tend to personal pursuits. You should have enough time to do the same. Yonder crystal seeks Faye. Okay. Well. Okay, I feel like that's a pretty good stopping point. I thought there was going to be a little bit more of a better stopping point between ending the Liberation Rite and that, but cool. That's the same symbol he has on his head. Okay. Well, I'm going to call it there for the night, but we liberated our first exile. Hedwyn is now gone from our group, hopefully to a better place, and hopefully we may join him at the end of this journey. But for now, I think I will have to bid you all goodbye, and Pyre as well. I hope to see you guys again soon. Thanks a lot for joining me, everyone who's here, and everyone who's watching. Until we meet again, until the stars align, and until we have yet more exiles to liberate. Good night, everybody.